We are live on Monday instead of Saturday. It says Saturday on the thing, but my lovely wife did a nice little avatar for Memorial Day. I hope you guys saw that. Something a little different, try and change things up. Yeah, here we are, guys. Sorry about the last two nights. Saturday definitely wasn't going to work because I ended up driving all night. I don't think I stopped till about 4 or 5 in the morning. We had a delivery we had to make, and same thing last night too. It just didn't make sense. So I said, "What the hell?" I got plenty of time on this load. I got all the way till tomorrow to get this load delivered. We're only 600 miles away, so doing something. You all right, Mike? You good?
Yeah,
buddy?
I just got a flu.
Okay. Doing something a little bit different than what I usually do. I know I tell all you guys, don't go out west, don't go out west. Well, guess what? I'm going out west. I'm going to Los Lunas, New Mexico, just south of Albuquerque. Kind of got lucky. I was, rolling the dice like at the craps table, see if it was going to work or not. And, being a trainer and having a trainee, I thought, what the hell, let's give it a shot. Let's give him some experience in the mountains a little bit out west. Not that there's a whole lot of mountains, but Albuquerque is nothing but a big mountain. But give him a little experience, and I'll just roll the dice, see what happens. Well, I guess sometime yesterday, the planner gave me a return load, which is about a 100-mile bounce from Los Lunas. And let me tell you guys, it is out in the middle of the desert, nowhere where I'm going to. I looked it up on Google Maps already. I can already see that it's going to be one of those lows that you might not want to do again. But it is a drop and hook on both ends, and it's going to Tractor Supply in Franklin, Kentucky. So it puts me right back in a good area. And between those two loads, about 2,500 miles between those two loads, and the pay between both of them is right at $6,000. So I think that's a win all day long, in my opinion. It's a little bit over $2 a mile, somewhere around the 215-ish or so with both loads. This week, very little deadhead, maybe a couple hundred miles. I've tightened, the big deadhead away from as much of it as I can. That was what I was wanting to concentrate on this week. Sorry, guys, I'm still having problems with my shoulder. I'm going to have to go see a doctor or something when I get back. But trying to eliminate as much of the deadhead miles as I possibly can. I think I did better this week. I'm probably going to be somewhere – I think I'll be under 10% deadhead this week, which is going to be a good thing, somewhere around 5 to 7 maybe. I'll have final thoughts when we do our show, hopefully do our show on Saturday, and we'll go over it. I'm going to put out some regular content, hopefully, in the next couple of days. Guys, it is. You guys don't understand how hard it is to do content. Well, the content part's the hardest. The lives are pretty easy because you block out a couple hours and you get your buddies on here and you do it. The pre-recorded content, it's so hard to plan that shit and get it out. But I'm working on it. I'm trying to get better. Man, got a lot of options going on here. I got a lot of options with things coming up here in the next couple months. Me and Chris talked about a few of them the other day. I don't want to go into it, Chris, so just kind of keep it down on the low key for right now. But yeah, everything's good. I think all of us are kind of snacking and eating at the same time. Jonah's rubbing his nose, but all right. So let's go over our weeks. I kind of gave you a brief synopsis of my week. Jonah, you got the floor, brother.
Oh, I'm gonna be in Virginia right now. I got to pick up in Oxford, North Carolina in the morning, and I'm right there straight through. I had a pretty good week this week. If these next two loads pan out like I want to, I'll be over 4,000 for the week.
It's pretty good. How about you, Michael?
No, I didn't have a spectacular week. I had to make a move, about a 500-mile deadhead. My parents have some issues going on at home, so I did a reposition so I could get a load into Texas. So I'm at 3,200 gross, with tomorrow's Wednesday's delivery, and then I am netting about $12.50 after fuel. So not a spectacular week, but trying to get a reposition. And this being Memorial Weekend was really difficult to reposition. But my parents' air conditioning unit went out. We had somebody come out and look at it. All it really needs is a fan, but because of code and how old the condenser is, they wouldn't replace just the fan on the condenser. They want to replace the entire condenser, which is about $5,000-$6,000. I know how to replace the fan. I've already ordered one. So I did a reposition to get home. This is an emergency road because my parents are in Amarillo. They have no air conditioning. So I'm looking at strategy coming out of this home time. I'm going to be looking to stay central Texas, Kansas, Oklahoma, maybe up into Iowa and deal, but areas where I can get back into Texas easily. I've actually watching a run. There's going from Dallas to Memphis, and then Walmart is sending pallets almost on a regular basis, which is what I just picked up out of Memphis, going down to Texas. And so I'm going to be looking at things like that I can run in and out or just stay in Texas. But I'm finding a couple opportunities where I can go up like into Southern Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, and Tennessee, turn around and come back into Texas. So that's kind of going to be my strategy coming out of this next home time.
So what state is Chicago in?
It's in Illinois.
Okay, there's an S on the end of Illinois, but it's silent.
See this? That's okay. Washington is not pronounced Washington, but right. Being from there, most of us pronounce it Washington because it rains so much.
I know. Ain't that the truth? All right. What about you, Christopher?
Within home time, Thursday through today. So my week is, not the best. I did one load before I went home. I'm delivering this one in Van Noor or whatever you would call it, Tennessee, tomorrow, and I'm picking up in Van Noor and going to Douglas, Georgia, for Wednesday morning at Walmart. So I might find some little one Wednesday. If not, that'll be the end of my week. I should get probably about 800 or so, depending on fuel and all that, for going home for 4 or 5 days.
Not too shabby, man. Not too shabby at all. You guys have figured it out. So, you guys running a solo, it's pretty easy to figure out. When you get a teammate or a trainee on the truck, your whole thought process changes, and it honestly, it really depends on how well your training does and how he drives and how much effort you got to put in. And I'm not talking bad about him or anything by any means. He's a great driver. I asked him on the phone, like I do all students when they first come aboard, hey, what do you need help with? And he told me straight up, he says, I think my driving's going to be okay. I said, well, how's your backing? Because that's what everybody, I'm really good at backing. Well, we got into a yard the other night, and it's not, he wasn't horrible by any means. I've had a lot worse, but his backing consisted of backing into, backing with cones and stuff, not real trailers. And I didn't know that. So that's something we're going to have to concentrate on. And again, he's not horrible. He's got the grounds, and he knows his, what to look for and how to get his back straightened up. But I can have him polished in a couple of days, maybe a week. That's going to be something we're going to work on. But anyway, my whole thought process, and Nick's not on here tonight because he's got a brand new training that he's driving with tonight, and we share information all the time. And you guys that are here, and I'm not talking about you three guys because you guys really don't do it, but if anybody is complaining about freight or not making any money or not doing this or doing that, you guys are out of your minds. There's plenty of freight to go around. There's plenty of shit to find on the board. You can always move and always. I got to tell you, I did the spot market, and granted, it was a little bit rough the last 2 or 3 years with the spot market stuff, but I have never had it any better with freight with anywhere else I've ever been. I've always found something to pick up. I've always found something. I've always made money, and I don't even know if I'm walking over Michelle's comments that she made on her live, but she made a comment on the live, and I'm going to get with her later this week, that if you want to run with a teammate, it's better to run on the mileage rate. I totally disagree with that, and so does Nick. Me and Nick are absolutely murdering it with the percentage rate. It's the complete opposite. Me and him were having problems with the mileage rate because it was up to the planners to dispatch us, and there was times where we would be sitting till the next day to get our next load or whatever, and it just never seemed to make any sense. Neither one of us could get over 35 to 3,900 miles, on the mileage rate. But with the percentage rate, that's kind of the sweet spot, 35 to 3,900 miles, and the money's there. Just like I said, guys, if I can get this load completed into Wednesday, which, it's going to be a tight fit, and even if I don't, I'm still going to be at like $7,400. But if I get this load completed and turned in, I'll be like $10,500 for the week. That's crazy, guys, and that's going to put between $5,000 and $6,000 in my pocket after it's done. That's a good week in my opinion, very good week. So when you're training, you should be able to do at least what you do as a solo and do 50% more. So 1.5 times. So if you're doing $3,000, you should, $3,000, you should easily be making $4,500 to $5,000. So it's always 1.5, not quite 2, depending on how you run, but you could possibly be double, but it's a little difficult. And the other thing is, I got 3 phone calls from guys this week. Hey, the load board sucks this weekend. Load board sucks this weekend. Well, if you plan out ahead of time, and Michael's situation is a little bit different because he had an emergency at the house and he's trying to get home. But if you plan, start planning this shit on Thursday and get your loads booked up, you're fine. And Chris knew he was going home. Joan, I think, went home too, but they had planned their shit out. And if you plan this shit ahead of time, you don't have to worry about that because, it's literally less than, I don't even think it's 1% where loads cancel. The only loads that cancel that I have come about is the auto parts load, the one that I take that goes to Orlando. It canceled on me on Friday, and I had to readjust, and that's when I took the load to Carrollton, Texas instead. And that's what put me in the area to come back up to Missouri with a Walmart load. So I already knew that I was taking 2 Walmart loads, and they don't cancel. They always go. And that's what you got to look at. You got to look at the customers. Are they the ones that are going to cancel? Walmart never cancels. So I knew I was booked pretty solid through the weekend, through the holiday weekend, didn't have to worry about shit. And that's what you guys got to look at. You got to look at these things and find those that don't cancel. And then you're not calling me and saying, hey, the load board sucks. No, the load board don't suck at all. I can get on the load board right now, and I guarantee you, if I was stuck here right now, we're in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Not a great area. Okay, but not great. But I guarantee you I can find a load out of Oklahoma City. You got Hobby Lobby. You got shit in Memphis that I could bounce to Memphis if I had to. But I can find something right now. I guarantee you. But anyway, that's to all the guys that say they ain't making any money. I totally disagree. And we're not going to mention his name. And he hasn't blasted me anymore, surprisingly. But our friend that keeps blasting, saying that we're stupid out here with what we do and Swift's a scam. It's not true at all. And we proved it. Me and Nick have proved it. Nick's had good weeks. You guys are fucking killing it as solo drivers, and there's no reason in it. And I'm not just cherry picking these 3 guys. That's just the 3 guys that I happen to bring aboard all the time. And the other guys that I have, maybe 1 or 2 people that are struggling, but they got to look into themselves on that. Do you guys agree?
Yeah, they got to run it. They look at, most of them be looking at the load board and looking at the money instead of like the mileage and the time. You got to look at the mileage and the time on it instead of, you got to look at the mileage and the time and how quick you can get it on and off the truck and keep it moving. See, that's how I do mine. Shoot, I loaded up yesterday and delivered today, and it picked up from Georgia to Virginia, and it was like 400 and like 4 and some change to pay like 13, almost $1,400, and picked it up yesterday. No, I delivered yesterday and picked up yesterday, and still made it here delivered a day of work. A day of work and got it unloaded for 13.93 for 460 miles.
Well, you guys have found a triangle though too, or a triangle or a back and forth, and
Yeah.
if you found the same load and you run it all the time, you know what you're in for. You know
Yeah.
who the shipper and the receiver are. You know how quick they load, unload, and you know
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, because if I'm in the Greenville area, I know I can pick up stuff in Greenville going to Florida, and it's a one-day run. And I can pick it up delivery because most time it's going to Walmart. And either it's going to Walmart either to Alachua or Brookville or Port St. Lucie. It's one of those three, and I can pick it up and deliver it like the same day, or even the next morning.
What'd you say, Mike?
To your point on you were just talking about being if you were stuck in Oklahoma City, there's 2 loads within 50 miles of them. They're probably not the great loads, but if you were quote stuck, you could go Oklahoma City to DeBurka, Iowa, 720 miles, $1,500. Picks up tomorrow anytime. Delivers on the 29th at 9 a.m. Wouldn't be great for a team run. The other one I don't think I would run, but it's Oklahoma City, 2 stops to Maple, Minnesota, the 26th to the 29th, 1598 for 825 miles. But if you were stuck, there's 2 loads right there you could take, and they're not horrible loads. They're probably not loads I would consider optimal. But if you're stuck, they're loads. They'll keep you moving, get you money.
What did you call that city in Iowa?
Dubuque.
Okay, you said DeBurka. That's what you said.
Oh.
I found that kind of funny when you said that, DeBurka.
But like,
And
there's one,
I guarantee you that second load you're looking at is a Hobby Lobby load, the one with 1 stop.
2 stops on it. I bet you it is too. Yeah, it is.
One of the easiest loads you'll ever take if you're ever in Oklahoma City, guys. Take the Hobby Lobby loads. They are so super easy. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Chris.
they're was it what Jonah? Remember that one I sent you? There was one that's going from Pooler, Georgia, to Orlando, Florida. It's a day run. It picks up in the morning and you deliver the next morning, and it's only 266 miles. It's 32,000 pounds, but it's paying you $978. That's $368 a mile from Pooler, Georgia to Orlando.
We have one pick up.
Well, it's tomorrow. It's tomorrow, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, I ain't gonna be down there tomorrow.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, $368 a mile. You know, it's only 266 miles.
Yeah, I would have took that load if I was down there.
Actually, that would not be a bad load because all 3 stops are right there, one right after another, right there in Minneapolis. I don't know what the Hobby Lobbies are like as far as getting trucks into or not, but
They're easy. They're big box stores like Target and Walmart.
Okay, I haven't been to one, so. But yeah, I mean, they'd be 3 stops right there together within 5 miles of each other. Boom,
Michael,
boom,
when you go home, you coming out of the house, I don't know how far of a deadhead that is for you, but you need to look at those Hobby Lobby loads, man. They're great. They're easy. Was that about 200 miles from your house, give or take? Oklahoma City?
It's about that. It's actually closer for me to get a load out of Oklahoma City than it is to get a load out of Dallas.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I would be looking for. And them Hobby Lobby loads are on there all the time, Michael. And they take you everywhere in the country. Everywhere.
Yeah. It's just a matter of not getting going up in the Northeast. Because from Minnesota, I could bounce. I could get back to Texas from Minnesota.
Okay.
I
I've never seen one going to the Northeast. I'm sure they do, but
I don't know.
The ones I see go to the Southeast.
This one's going up to Minnesota, so probably Central, South. If they're going all the way up to Minnesota, they have a pretty good size service area.
All right, let's get some of these comments. Gary Harless is in the house. Hey, Gary, how are you doing on the percentage board? Roger Berry, what's up, Scallywags? Hey, that's a Cassius King comment there, or trademark. You can't say that on this channel. Just kidding. Roger Berry, buddy, I know you got a great little local gig, but when your local gig is done, you need to come and work with us because I think you would enjoy yourself here. Gary says, you going to Pruitt, New Mexico after the Walmart load? No, we are going to, give me a second here and I'll tell you. We are actually going to Los Lunas, and then from there we go to Winston, New Mexico. And the place is called PDZ Company, Paul David Zebra, PDC Company. That's where we're going to. Michael Shepard's in the house. Hey, fellas. My local comedian. He's the one that always has the little one-liners for us. We're going to set you up with Jenny Boo, Michael. Not you, Michael, but Michael Shepard. Leighton Redu. What's going on, guys? Been away for 5 months taking care of my father on the way back to Swift. Everything's good, Leighton. Nice. Things are going great with you. If you have any questions, holler at me. Be glad to help you out. Michael Shepard says, James, I've been driving for 33 years with 1 year backing. Any tips?
Yeah.
This guy, and again, it's not his fault. It's the school's fault. He's green as green can be. He's never driven a truck before. He did Amazon delivery is what he did before. So he's got some experience with some delivery, but it's been in a box truck. But he's a great guy. We're going to get through this. He wants to be here. The guy drove 10 hours his first night, and that's kind of what I wanted. I wanted to get him going. His first night he's driven 10 hours every single night. He's already got, after tonight, he'll have 40 hours in the books. So he's doing very, very well with the driving portion. Terry B says 6,000 at 2,500 miles is excellent. Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. That is really good. Virgil Smith's in the house. Hey, Fly and fellas, what's up? Hey, Virgil. Glad to have you in, as always. Michael Shepard. Jonah, I heard you were taking a contract to haul Clemson equipment for football season, and I heard they pay in Clemson juice and space cakes. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, that would be good. I could haul some Clemson stuff during football season.
You would love that, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You'd be going to all the games and everything. That's funny. So, Hakeem, I've got to get my own truck. These figures you guys are making, and I hope you guys continue to be successful with them. You've got to get my own truck. Okay, I hope what you're saying is a good thing because, I mean, I feel like we're killing it. I don't know. Like I said, guys, my lease is up in October, and I've got some options coming up. I got some decisions to make really quickly. I'm not the guy that likes to make these decisions at the last minute, even though it seems like it, but I'm not. Hakeem says 6 more months until I'm a year in with Swift. 6 more months, okay. So I'm assuming you probably have to pay the loan back. That's why you're waiting for the year. I got you. It makes sense. Gar's house. Hey, Kyle, how's it going, buddy? Hope things are going well. So we're caught up with the comments. What's going on, James? How was your week, buddy?
It was all right.
Yeah.
Still trying to work my way back east.
James is blurry.
Yeah, you are a little blurry. You got some sun or something in there, but it's okay, man. We'll work with it as long as we can hear you.
Where is that better?
Yeah, that's a little bit better. So how was your money this week? Did you do okay money-wise, or did you struggle a little bit from going out west?
I'm still struggling a little bit from going out west, but I'll get back.
You learned your lesson, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, and I won't do that shit again.
Yeah. Get yourself in the southeast, man. Get yourself in the southeast. Michael Shepard said he's seen the new Mac the other day. Not bad looking. I got to tell you the truth. When the Mac, was it the Pioneer, I think is what it's called? When they first came out with that truck, I mean, it's obviously a Volvo from the nose back. The nose is really the only thing that's different. I didn't like it, but after looking at it a little bit more and more, I actually like the Mac better than I do the Volvo with the looks wise. It looks really good. Anybody else have any comments about it, or has anybody seen one?
I ain't seen one yet.
I haven't seen one yet.
No. So Kyle says, stuck fifth in line to get a load out of this place in Lakeland, Florida. Where are you at in Lakeland, Florida? G. Harless says, we've been doing good on percentage. Went home for daughter's graduation, grabbed some firewood out of Clovis, New Mexico, taken up to Pennsylvania, and that's where we meet Austin. Blew your doors off in Tulsa. Oh, you know what, Gary? Was that you yesterday? I couldn't understand what you were saying. So, yeah, Gary passed my ass in Tulsa yesterday. Well, guess what? We're back in Tulsa, heading back down to New Mexico. So him and his son blew right past me yesterday. They called me on the phone. I've had 3 people call me in the last couple days saying they passed me, and one of them actually did a TikTok video, which is Midlife Trucker. He did a little TikTok video about it. If you guys ain't subscribed to Tom Bell's channel, you really should. He puts out really good drone footage at the truck stops and stuff. If you're not subscribed to him, please do. Terry B says he likes the Mac as well. Yeah, I think they did really well with the Mac. Really well. Gary Holler says yes. So that was you. Okay. I mean, Gary, I'm sorry, but your accent's really, really thick. You got that hillbilly accent, and I couldn't quite understand who you said you were, but now it makes sense. It may sound like I speak hillbilly, but I don't. I'm sorry. Only Chris on here speaks hillbilly. Either that or Jeannie Boo Billy. Well, I can't even hear the snapping of the nachos with Chris. He's got his mic turned on.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, man. I like to make you fucking laugh, man. I think it's funny. Oh, man, guys. Well, got 40 people in here tonight, so somebody wanted to see a show. True Texan. Yo, you're a true Texan. Okay. That's the hillbilly in you. Oh.
I do gotta say, if anybody, I was up in Chicago on Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. I dropped off Thursday in Georgia Pacific in University Park. I went to 5 to 6 places looking for an empty. I would tell you, if you're going to Illinois, Chicago area, you either better hold on to your trailer or you better find some way to find a trailer, because I got fed up and I was going home for home time on Friday morning. I called my driver leader and I said, I'm just going to deadhead 250 miles back to St. Louis, and I'm just going to call it a week, to call it that day, that time. So I just deadhead home and, went home on Thursday afternoon instead of Friday morning. So
I got a suggestion with that too. It doesn't always work. Maybe 25% of the time. If you run into a situation, the shipper or receiver doesn't have an empty trailer to give you, and you know you're going into a dead spot like what he's talking about with Chicago, ask him to live unload you. You might have to wait a little bit.
No, the Georgia Pacific place asked Swift for the last week to bring empty trailers, and they said that they've been asking Swift for trailers for a week. And they needed my trailer. Mine was supposed to be a live unload to go to my other place. They had me drop it because they needed it to ship out stuff.
Yeah.
So that was it's a Swift issue. It's just that, then you go to Target, you go to Walmart, you go to different places, and they're all saying, well, you're the 5th or 6th person that's been here trying to look for a trailer today. Well, I was like, shit, I'm just going to go home. I'm tired.
So Kyle says he's at Relogistic Services. I've seen that before.
That's a pallet place, isn't it?
That name sounds familiar.
I think it is the pallet place.
Yeah. Yep.
Is it going to Georgia, Kyle? It sounds like that's the load that goes up to Georgia. That sounds like Jonah's load is what it sounds like.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. That's damn familiar.
Yeah. Bacon and bourbon. Y'all ready for the Angry Beaver starting tomorrow? I'll be load snipping and finally able to start making some content again. So there's really no load sniping. There's no load sniping over here. There's plenty of shit to go around. I tried to get Bacon on the show tonight, but he's in the process of driving up to Statesville, Georgia, to get his truck. He got him a 26 Volvo. Not too Not too convinced on the Volvo still, guys. I know Michael's got one, but I think I'm going to pass.
I think I'm going to a Pete.
Are you?
Yeah.
So Gary, not Gary, James, when we're done with the show, I'm gonna call you and I'll tell you what my thinking is. I got another idea. All right.
Okay.
Michael Shepard says dinner and a movie. Okay.
Ooh, fancy.
He wants to take Jenny Boo out for a dinner and a movie. That's what it is. We'll have to set that up, guys.
I thought that was Jordan's girlfriend. Jonah's girlfriend.
No, hell.
That ain't my girlfriend. I gotta both your hands this morning or something.
He'll slap some Clemson juice on that before he'll take.
There you go.
Won't you, John?
No, I'll pass on that.
No, did you hear what I said? You'll slap some Clemson juice on the hand and take care of that before you would take Jenny, would you?
Man, that's a headache.
Bacon says all things bacon and bourbon, blue collar bullshit with my wife, trucker wife diaries. All right, I'll have to look into hers. I haven't seen that one.
Sometimes I think somebody just needs to wash your mouth out with soap.
Yep, it's going to Patrick Farms. Now that's one that I don't think I've been to.
That's what you do that, Chris?
That's Omega. That's Omega, Georgia. I've been there. Yeah. He's taking those plastic little
bins.
Yep, the bins that are going to
I think I did that little one time.
The farm there. Yep.
Yeah. It's like a little dirt lot or something. It's like a dirt lot.
It's all dirt.
Yeah, I've been there. Yep. Yeah, I've been there. It's been a while ago that I've been there.
So Craig says, good evening, everyone. Hey, Craig, how are you tonight? Some areas really suck for empties. And we've talked about this before, guys. And, the president and the vice president, they got on a few weeks back, actually a few months back. They sold a ton of trailers, right after the COVID because, they sold their trash is what they did basically. And you got to understand as a company aspect, when they sell 10,000 trailers that are garbage to begin with and they're doubling their money from what they're worth, you can't blame Swift. But at the same time, they got to be constantly purchasing new trailers, which I think they're trying to play catch up right now. And I don't know if you guys have, but I've not seen a new trailer in a long time. The newest trailer that I've seen is a 24. I haven't seen a 25. Well, actually, you know what? I take that back. I had a 25 yesterday, 251, 242. That's the newest trailer that I've seen was a 25. But I have not seen
a couple of the 27s.
Where you see those at? Arizona?
No, I seen one. Where was I? I was in Ohio.
Okay.
I've seen a couple of them. So
nice to have you in, Craig.
Craig, I was in your neck of the woods yesterday.
Chiharo says if they tell you to drop 5, tell them trailer got problem. Go to the shop ASAP after unloaded. Okay. Yeah, a lot of the trailers do have issues. I picked one up the other day that had the little light at the top that was burnt out. And unfortunately, I had a loaded trailer, so there's not a lot you can do with that because they got to break the seal to get into the trailer to fix that light. That thing needs to be fixed when the trailer's empty.
Yeah, they can't do anything because all that wire is up on the inside, so there's no way to get into it, even if it's loaded.
So the wife says she's late for the show. Hi, Handsome Rabbit and the other wonderful fellows. Thank you, baby. Glad you're in, as always. Couldn't do it without you. You take care of the home. Yep, Omega, Georgia, says Kyle. And Swift needs to fix this empty. Yeah, they are. It's a process. Yeah, it's just a process. You can't blame Swift for getting rid of the garbage to begin with. Because, guys, some of those 05 and 08 trailers, some of that old crap they're so far rusted. But believe it or not, even those old trailers that were rusted out, they still passed inspections and still were probably stronger than a lot of other companies' trailers. They're pretty solid trailers. It's just the driver's not taking care of them. And honestly, it's getting worse and worse. For you trainers out there, mentors, tell your guys to get these trailers fixed. That's one of the things that I kind of stress. When you see these things, get them fixed. I would have gotten that light replaced if it wouldn't have been a loaded trailer. But again, what do? You got to train the new guys coming in because they're not getting trained properly.
Well, it's these third-party carriers that are hauling our stuff now on the power only. I mean, look at that accident in California just the other day. I watched a power only, and I swear he had like 5 different signs on the side of his truck where you could tell he had peeled it off. Duct tape was like different strips of it. And he was dragging one of our trailers out with the trailer, with the tandems locked. He was just dragging it. I pulled up and says, "What, dude, what are you doing?" And he just flipped me off and kept on going. I was like, whatever. I called Swift to let them know about it, but I think the worst thing Swift did is start bringing in these third-party carriers.
Hang on, James. I'm bringing you back in. There you are. We got
Sorry,
two James.
I hit the button, y'all. Yeah, I hit the button. My bad.
So Craig says there's a 26 in Lake Park, Georgia, and there were 226 roll doors in Ocala a few weeks ago. Yeah, the roll doors, those are usually for dedicated accounts because we have no use for roll doors.
Well, a lot of Walmart are using those.
Michael Shepard says, I always seem to get stuck with Yeah, it happens, man. Just got done grilling and seen you were live, so I took a break to sneak away from everyone. Yeah, I guess you got it, man. Happy grilling, man. Eat a steak or barbecue, ribs, or whatever you're having, man. Eat some for me, man, because I'm not getting any. There's another story to that, too, but I don't want to go into that one. Gary Hollis says, seen a bunch of 26 trailers in Phoenix, but it's roll doors. Okay. There are 50-plus empties in Lake Park, Georgia. Don't Fritz, man. Come on, Craig.
That's our honey hole. You're giving away our honey hole.
That's our honey hole. That's my place I go to get a trailer when I come out of home time usually.
Yep.
I should have read that. Put it down. Man, my empty to was missing with the crank handle, but I had stole one off of Schneider. Those crank handles on the Schneider trailers, man, that's they're heavy duty, man. They have what's those? That's like a ratchet.
Ratchet, yeah, like a ratchet.
It's a ratchet crank.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, man. I got to tell you the truth. I hated those trailers with passion, but if you get a trailer with 44,000 pounds, man, what a difference it makes. Isn't that right, Michael?
Oh, I love the ratchet cranks, especially, it was heavy. You just
Yeah, they're really easy to use, that's for sure. Scar's House says, always back. What's up, Rabbit? Hey, Rudy, how are you, buddy? Hope things are going well. Skyline Auto Sales. Hi, fellas. Hey, buddy, how are you? And Michael Shepard. I got to pull an Abilene trailer the other day. It was a nice air ride, slide for the tandem. Yeah, I pulled that load out of Hobby Lobby, and I had an Abilene trailer for almost a whole week. And, yeah, nice trailer. It was an older one, but it rode great. It pulled really well. I think Abilene might have taken really good care of their equipment. And very nice trailer. Very nice trailer. So what's the plans for everybody this week? Anybody got any big plans, any big wins, anything going on?
No, just repairing an air conditioner.
Yeah, I know your situation. It kind of sucks, but you got to do what you got to do, man, to make the parents happy, help keep them cool and stuff. Oh, man, I feel for you. Jonah, what you got going on? Anything good?
Nah, I'm sure. Just rolling about to go to Georgia. Then I might try to get something going home this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was supposed to have went home this weekend, but I ain't even go. I'll probably go home next weekend. Hopefully the guy got my transmission ready by the time I get home.
Is that the IROC transmission or a transmission?
No, I already got that one done.
Okay.
I thought it was for my Tahoe.
Did I tell you, Jonah, what I bought?
I think you told me something. I can't remember what you had told me.
I bought an 04 Mach 1, screaming yellow. It's about the same color as my truck. It's the color I've always wanted to begin with. I've been looking for this particular car for 10 years, if not longer. They only made 768 of them in that color. It's a 1 year only color, and it's the last year before they went to that retro looking. Or was the last year of the SN95 body style, what they call it, New Edge actually. No engine, no transmission, which is perfect. The body on it is great. Just your average door dings and stuff like that. The paint on it sucks, which is fine because I'm going to make a patina rat rod out of it. Is what I'm going to do anyways. Interior is immaculate. The only thing that I might do is maybe recover the seats. I'm going to put a Godzilla in there with a Terminator 6-speed transmission in it. That's my goal. You know what a Godzilla is, don't you? That's 7.3 liter big block that Ford just came. Fire from the factory. You put a cam in it and a slight. Put a cam, long tube headers, and a slight tune. You're well over 600 horsepower for about 10 grand. Everything brand 10 grand. So that's my plan. But anyway, it's got a salvage title. It's got 71,000 original miles on it. And the salvage title is because when it was brand new, it was a stolen recovery from the dealership, and they had to do a salvage title. So never been wrecked, never been anything other than that salvage title because of the stolen recovery. Those cars were being stolen big time back in, when they first came out. They stole them because of the engine and the transmissions, but obviously that's why it doesn't have it. Let's see here. Scar's House says all that ratchet does is change the direction you can crank it.
Question.
Yeah.
I'm looking at a load here for Wednesday. Zachary, Louisiana to Auburndale, Florida. 711 miles, 2104.
Take it. I take that load all day long. What about you guys? Don't you think so too?
Yeah, how many miles?
700 what?
711 miles, 2104.
No, that's $3. That's $3 a mile. It's right around $3 a mile.
Well, I'm taking it.
What's your? Is there? Are you like? Is it? How big is your deadhead? Are you like right by it?
That's what I was just looking at.
If you have 700 miles deadhead, it would make sense.
Yeah.
But if you got 100, maybe 200 miles, it might be okay. So one thing in when I first started this shit a few years back, one thing that I never took into consideration was the deadhead miles. Me being stupid, brand new and green, you got to take that stuff in consideration because you might take a day just driving to get the load, and then that just ruins your $900 to $1,000 a day because you're driving a day to drive 500 miles to go get the load. So you got to keep that in perspective. We lose you, James? And we lost him again because he went off. So Rudy's
having connection issues.
Yeah. Rudy says, thanks, bro, for everything you and Michelle done to me. Great job. Hey, thank you, Rudy. You call me anytime, like always. Bring him back up on the stage.
All right. Sorry.
Did you hear what I said about deadhead?
The 158 miles.
That's not bad. I jump on that. That's still like $250 a mile or better, bud. Just rough tablecloth math. That's about $250 a mile. Scar's House says, I'm just dropping. Huh?
I took it.
Okay. Scar's House says, I'm just digging myself out of a hole this week. If I get anywhere near 1,000, I'll be happy. Just keep pushing, man. Keep pushing. Next week will be better. Always say that. My wife says she's going to make a T-shirt says, wait till next week, or next week will be better, or something like that. Well, the one T-shirt that won't be offered in my store is where will Rabbit be working next week? I am over a year back. and I don't have any intentions or plans to go anywhere. E. Harless says, took spare tire carry off the truck, strapped the generator on the catwalk, bought a portable AC, tank gas in it, lasts for 2 full 10-hour breaks. Okay. You might have to take a video and share your thoughts there, buddy. We might have to see that. Michael Shepard says he likes the Fox. Buddy, I've had so many Fox bodies. This one that I'm buying will be the 17th Mustang that I've had. And out of the 17, 9 or 10 of them were Fox bodies. Those Godzilla like to spin cam bearings, but other than that, lots of fun. Yeah, I've been reading on that too. There's a fix for that goes with the cam. When you put I forget what that cam's called, but there's some special cam that everybody's putting that adds like almost 100 horsepower to the engine. And minimal money too, like $500 to update it. So anybody knows anything about cars, the original Mach 1 motors were the dual overhead cams. So when it says dual overhead cams, that means there's 4 cams. The Godzilla motor, there's 1 cam. It's like the big blocks from the 70s, 60s, and 70s, but fuel injected. Probably talking over everybody's head, maybe even Joe. You're a carburetor guy, aren't you?
No, I do fuel injection too.
Okay. David Scott says, I'm sitting on a load right now that I'm definitely delivering tomorrow morning for $4,000 for 739 miles. That's great, man. That's awesome. You a Swift driver, David? Curious. Make a shirt that says next week we'll be hopping. Yeah, that's that and free beer tomorrow. I think Jones has got that T-shirt at home somewhere, don't you? Free beer tomorrow. Free beer tomorrow. Scar's House says my shirt would say next week could be worse. That's funny. Type that says if glass is half full, it's probably pee. Ain't that the shit? What do you think about that one, Michael? If the glass is half full, it's probably pee. Oh, what's up, people? So what's the story, man?
There's
Are you
definitely days.
or what? You coming back or what, Joe? What'd you say, Michael?
I said there's definitely days it feels that way.
So David says he hauls containers. Okay. You like my shows. Well, I appreciate you coming in. If you're not subscribed, please do so you can get notification. I've got a feeling you probably are, but house cleaning time, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe on all the videos that you can. It helps the algorithm get this out to everybody, and we'll make sure that that Alan gets the notification, and so he can come in whenever he wants to. He's supposed to come in tonight, and he hasn't yet. I don't know about you guys, man, but I am absolutely clean this week. So you are subscribed. Good deal. Anybody else tired?
Yep. I don't know. I ain't that tired. I'm a little tired.
I just came off home time, so I'm awake.
I'm all fucked up. I've been on 3 different time zones the last week.
I think you're going to like my idea that I'm going to tell you, James. So Gigolo Joe says, bro.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Bro, honest, I am, but right now I'm killing it at another $4,300 week at 3,100 miles. I don't know, man. 4,300. Is that 43 gross or 43 you're taking home? If that's gross, I think you can do better here. Jonah seen a shirt a while ago that would be right up your alley. Will rent self out for car parts. I've seen that shirt. So, Jake, what was you going to say, buddy?
You asked me how I did this week. That's what I was looking at. I did 4,300 gross and 2,285 in miles.
That's not horrible. I mean, it's not great, but it's not horrible compared to what your situation is. What's that take home for you out of that?
I just wrote that down. 43. Probably right around 1,800, $2,000.
Okay.
I mean, just guessing. I don't know for sure, but
So Gary just sent me a picture of his little generator setup. That's not bad looking. What kind of money you got invested at, Gary? It's not a bad little deal. So Shannon says he's not coming in tonight. And Michael Fernandez says he's going to try and come in. So we'll see how things go. Gary says, yep, you sent me a picture of it. Thank you, buddy. I'll take a look at it better. I grossed $9,000 last week. Net 40. Okay, that's not too bad, man. Michael Fernandez, hey guys, sorry I couldn't make it on time. I'm still here waiting for parking. That's fine. You come in whenever you want to. I'm going to pull my portal up and see where I'm sitting at. I haven't pulled it up in a couple of days because I've been stacked so good. I haven't had to look at the load board or nothing. Like I said, guys, I stacked myself out through the weekend because I knew it was going to be tight.
Yeah, I kind of had to piece together me a couple loads.
I've always said, Jonah,
pretty good.
I've always said, and Jonah, I think you can agree with me. Nothing to do with Swift or anything, but when holidays come around, you should really go home because loads are kind of scarce. But this weekend, I didn't think it was that bad.
No, I didn't go home, and I still was pretty good with my loads. I mean, the loads I had, I mean, it wasn't that bad, but I still pulled over $4,000 for the week, and then I ain't run that hard.
So
my fuel was kind of high this week.
My fuel's kind of high too, but that's what happens when you have a trainee. So
I got it for 465.
Yeah, I'm sitting right now on loaded miles at 2245. They show 79 empty miles, but I think it's closer to 200 on the empty miles. And my total revenue so far is 4323, and I've already got a positive paycheck of $807 with almost $500 going in the maintenance account. So $1,300 already positive. Still got 2 loads. I've got the load that I'm on now, and then the load, hopefully, if I can get it in, I'll be sitting pretty good this week, actually, I think. So Gary says, I got it free when I used work for milk haul. Okay, awesome. I'm not very pleased with my new Volvo either. Yeah, I'm in the market, guys. Whether I'm gonna lease or buy, or I really haven't decided yet. I got a lot of options going on. I'm kind of at the point where it makes more sense for me to lease through Swift because it helps with the recruiting. But at the same time, I'm looking at another avenue. I don't like to repeat failures, and when I say failures, I'm talking about the International from last year. And I don't even really want to consider it a failure, even though it kind of was. I still made money with that truck, even though it broke down as much as it did. I still made a lot of money without a truck payment. Well, I say without a truck payment, but when you got $1,000 a month truck payment, I mean, that was a win all the way around, even with it breaking down. Chris, you've had small truck payments before too, so you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Shepard says, you guys talk about cars making me miss my 92 S10 with, yeah, I would imagine so, 632 twin turbos, and a mistake of selling it with making $1,500 if the wheels would solve too. So let me back up a little bit, and I agree with you, man. That's a badass truck. So in 2002, I ordered a Zinc Yellow Box one. It was been in 03. I ordered it, and I've talked about it on here before. Dealership I ordered it from was the only dealer in the Louisville metro area that even knew about the car to begin with, because I was just reading insider stuff. So they found the code to order the car. They ordered the car for me. I put $500 down to order it at the time, and it literally took a year to get it in. And I watched it like a hawk as it was getting built. And when it came in, the dealership I bought it from was a little podunk town right outside of Louisville. If anybody knows, it was Pee Wee Valley, Oldham County. It's a different ownership now, but it was Tri-County Ford at the time. And that was the only one they were getting. So every dealer gets allocated a certain amount. That was the only one they were getting. So guess what? The owner of the dealership, his son wanted the car, and all they did was screw me out of my trade-in. I had a 01 GT Mustang, value maybe 17, 18 grand. They wanted to give me like $4,000 for his trade-in. I laughed at them and pretty much walked out. So that deal never came through. So fast forward to 2019, the Ford dealership I was working at, we took a 04 Mach 1 white in trade, and it had the cams were kind of screwed. It ran and drove, but you could hear the ticking and stuff. I bought it for $1,500. I was going to replace the engine and get it all fixed up, but fell on hard times and sold that car in 2020 and paid $15,000 for the car. I sold it for $5,500 to a guy out of Canada that came down and bought it. So that was a win, but I regretted selling that car. So that's where I'm at now. I wanted another Mach 1, and that's where I'm at. So, Mike, yeah, I agree with you, buddy. That sucks. That was I would like to see some pictures of it if you got it. I know you do. So
John and Chris, how you got?
Go ahead.
Jonah and Chris, how are you guys doing in the Southeast?
Oh man, we running that. We running good over here in the Southeast. That's all I run. That's all we run.
Yeah, I'm on my way. I'm on my way from home time down there right now.
What are you running? Just Georgia, South Carolina, or what?
I run Georgia, South Carolina, Florida, North Carolina, Tennessee. In Virginia. That's all. I come up to Virginia every now and then, but it's mostly North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and a little bit of Tennessee.
Florida, yep.
Yeah.
So, Chris, I want you to go over your numbers and tell James because you went home, and I want him to understand what he can make going home.
Yeah, I did one load on Thursday for like $900, and then I deadheaded home, which I had a full tank gas, so I'm still in that tank right now, going to Von Noor, Tennessee, and then I'm no deadhead because I'm picking up at Von Noor, the same place, Pfizer, taking it to Douglas, Georgia, and if I don't do any more loads, if I might find a short one for Wednesday, I should get probably about $800 going home. I was home Thursday afternoon till Monday morning.
But in what I do when I go home.
Yep.
Joe, I just looked at your figures. Your figures are great. I don't like sharing, other people's figures. I know you're giving me permission, but he did very well. He really did take $4,300 home at the company he's at with all of his fixed, and he only did like 2,200 miles. That's actually pretty good.
That's real good.
Yep, that is really good. And honestly, Joe, if you're doing that, as long as everything's legal, and you know what I mean by legal, I'd say doing what you're doing. Michael Shepard says, a neighbor of mine back in the day had a beautiful white with blue graphics, box body Celine. I wanted that car so bad. Yeah, the Celine cars were always really cool. But in my opinion, and even to this day, the Celine cars, they priced them way out of. You can't even touch a Celine for under $100,000 anymore. I'm talking about the new ones. They priced them out, and Ford's doing the same thing with the new Mustangs too. So my option was to either buy a brand new Dark Horse next year, which is about $70,000. I really seriously considered it, but when this Mach 1 popped up, I'm like, I can get this car and put $20,000 into it, and have a better car all the way around and be worth more money than a brand new Dark Horse for a third of the price. And that's kind of the route that I went, and that's what I want to do. And it's cooler. It's got drag slicks on the back and skinnies in the front, if you know what I mean. And I'm sure your little S10 was the same way too, Michael, because that's the poor white trash look. I love that look with the car raked like that in the front. My wife makes fun of me because I love the sound of the Fox bodies with the original 302s. God, it's the best sound in the world, man. I don't care. There's two engines and two cars that just sound so good. One is that Fox body Mustang with straight exhaust, no cats and long tubes, with the original 302, and a Lamborghini Countach. Two of the best sounding cars you'll ever hear. Oh man, Michael sent me pictures of his truck. Buddy, I wish I could share them on here. Yeah, that truck looks nice, dude. So he's got the original body style S10 too. I call it the first gen when they first came out. Yeah, I gotta tell you, man, you got that thing all poor white trashed out. It looks great, man. It's got the big ass red Chevy emblem on the back. Yeah. I'm sure you're a Chevy guy, just like Jonah.
Yeah.
That's a poor man's car right there, because they're easy. 350 Chevys, man, you can do just about anything with those. Just like the elevators. Trucking with T-bones in the house? Nope, you can't beat a Pinto with glass backs. So if anybody knows, the original Mustang from the 60s was actually a Ford Falcon. That's how it started. And then when the fuel crisis went through, the 1974 to 78 models were the Cobra models for the Charlie's Angels and stuff. They were actually a Pinto, and that's what he's talking about, Pinto with glass backs. So that little bitty tiny Mustang that everybody says was a mistake was actually a Pinto.
Oh, yeah.
So 1977. Hey, Fly Rabbit, do you lease your truck for Swift? Yes, I do. As of right now, yes. Lease is up in October. I don't know yet for sure which route I'm going to go. I got options. No, yeah.
Tell everybody.
Huh?
Go ahead.
You go ahead.
Did you tell everybody what we found out about the Volvo? Other than Chris?
Oh yeah, everybody knows. Yeah, we've talked about it.
Oh, okay.
Ain't nobody interested in ordering a Volvo except me and you.
I seen the Burgundy the other day.
Huh?
I seen the Burgundy Volvo the other day. A Burgundy, it was a company truck though.
I got to tell you, Jonah and Chris, you guys that are Freightliner guys, those new. I saw a Swift Freightliner the other day, the 27. It actually looks pretty good with the new nose on it.
Yeah. I don't like the nose yet. It'll take me like a little minute.
I like.
They didn't change nothing but the radio and the hood. That's it.
Yep. It still looks pretty. I mean, I think it was an improvement. I just don't like the looks of it, but it's definitely an improvement. So Gigolo says, no, his company don't play them games at all. They will get rid of you. Okay, good deal. Yeah, continue where you're at, man. Stay what you're doing. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, except you guys talked, or at least Jay's talked me into getting the Volvo, and now everybody's like, no, don't get the Volvo. Don't get the Volvo.
Buddy,
did you get a 26 or 27?
I got a 27.
He got a brand spanking new one. But the thing is,
the problems they're having is the 25s and 26. I ain't heard any problems with the 27s.
So, Michael, you wanted a Volvo before I even started thinking about it. I did. I changed my mind when you called me up and says I'm getting a Volvo, and we talked about why. And then you know what? And then she called me up and told me she had a Volvo that I could swap into, and I was like, that was done at that point. Like I said, I got options. I mean, what you have and what Alan has, I mean, it doesn't mean I won't change my mind to go back to a Volvo. If you don't have any problems, in the next 6 months, maybe I might change my mind again. But I think I'm going to stick with the Kenworth.
Michael, did they tell you what the other options were with that truck?
No other options.
Huh?
No other options.
When I talked to Brett up there, he said we could order the Volvos, and there was there was some options you could get with them. I'm just curious if you found out what the options were.
No, because I wasn't given the option to. Because I called, and that's what I was going to do. I was going to order. I really wanted the charcoal gray, and when I called and talked to the gal that's in charge of the releasing, she was like, "No, we can't special order the Volvos. You know, it's only what's available at the time. And I was like, okay, because what they said on the video, I told her about the video, and she goes, oh, he didn't know what he was talking about. That was misinformation. I was like, okay. And then she goes, well, I've got a 27 I put you in today. And I was like, okay. So, yeah, as far as options go, I have no idea.
Okay.
So
They're
Gary,
still telling people you can't order them.
So, Gary, you said your lease is up in October. I thought you just got your truck last year. Yes, I did a short-term lease. I did it on purpose. This is something that me and Michelle talked very, very long about, and this gives me the option to order what I want in October. Actually, it'll be in August if I decide to order one. That's why I keep saying I've got options and things that I've got going on. But if I order one, it's going to be the exact same truck that I have now if I don't go the Volvo route. So Gigolo says, now with what I just sent you, know exactly why I ain't pulled no triggers. I just like being here listening to you guys. No, but Joe, there's no obligation with anything. I agree with you. You need to stay with your situation. You need to stay with your situation. Absolutely. Oh man. Speaking of old Jenny Boo, I wonder what she's up to. What do you guys think? What do you think she's doing right now?
I could care less.
You could care. Oh, stop! You know you had some feelings for Jenny Boo.
No, I didn't.
Oh, yes, you
None
did.
at all.
You wanted to take her out back and play some basketball with her. I know you did, Arizona.
No,
You say that so convincingly. You being a
Nope. Too aggravating.
young single man. Passed out. What's passed out? You're passed out? Sometimes I wish I was passed out. I just don't have time to be passed out. I've got my mind on the money. I will say one thing. When the new truck comes in, and I want you guys to hold me to a standard here, if you will. When the new truck comes in, I don't plan on training any longer. Not going to do it. Oh, okay. So he's passed out. Yeah, Jenny's definitely passed out. She's got the Jenny Boo brownies going on. Chris loves eating the Jenny Boo brownies, let me tell you. If he wasn't laughing, he'd be mad at me because he knows it's true. Look at that. Jenny Boo brownies.
Oh man.
Oriental women know how to cook, brother. Yeah, maybe Jonah needs a little bit of Oriental brownie.
No, that's good. I'm good.
Oh shoot, man. So you guys that are on here that didn't go to the truck show, and I'm not just talking about you, James and Mike, but anybody else that didn't go to the truck show, have no idea what we're talking about. Just be glad you didn't go this year. Although we had fun.
I think Gary might have met her. Gary,
did you meet Jenny Boo? I don't know if you're single or not, Gary, but Gary, did you meet Jenny Boo? Maybe we might have a setup for you. You can talk some hillbilly to her. That's funny. Rudy says, are they going to do anything with the load board setup, or will they keep it the same, asking for more options on the load planning for the week? Rudy, they don't tell me anything like that. I'm nobody, which is fine. I don't want to be anybody. I just want to do what I do. But they're always talking about upgrades.
Yeah.
Once again, Rudy, I don't. You guys that are talking about wanting more and more and more, and I know they keep talking about more and more and more, but there's only about 400 of us that are actually doing the load board right now. And Michelle did the live the other day. There was over like 1,200 loads on the load board. I don't know what else more you could really want. I mean, that's like 3 loads for every person at one time. I mean, that's pretty populated.
I know they sent out a a questionnaire or survey about what would you like to see done to the load board and all that. And I pretty much said, do like a date to order and search by different options.
Yep.
So we'll see.
We'll
see if they will do that anyway.
Yeah, that's what I put down. I put down just search and sort options. If we have the ability just to sort the columns, and
city and the state, you know what I mean? I agree with you. Yeah.
Well, the problem is when you look at it now, they're all mixed up. So you'll have it'll say Monday, and then all of a sudden it goes Wednesday, and then back to Monday, and then Tuesday. It's not in all order.
I'm actually pretty happy with it, except what you guys talked about. And how did you guys get that survey? Because I never received a survey.
Yeah, I got the survey. They sent it to you. I think. Yeah, they sent it.
Yeah, they sent to us.
Okay, I understand it sent to you. Is email, text, what?
It came through. It came on the point app.
Yep.
Huh.
I didn't get no survey.
I didn't either. So
it's been a couple months.
If one took forever to back up, I don't know what you're talking about there, Gary.
Oh yeah, yes, Gary, that's her. That's the one that took because Gary was helping us back her. You can put her. She was trying to back up in the spot. Yep, that's her.
Oh, yeah.
Gary was there. That's right, Gary.
Oh yeah, it's Gary. That's his name, Gary.
Yeah, that's
Gary. I couldn't remember his name. Yeah, I couldn't remember his name. That's the one with the sun.
Gary, if you want the hookup, let me know. I'll send you to Jonah, and he'll be more than happy to pass her along.
No, you cut me right. You cut me right out. You cut me right out. Go straight to her. I don't want nothing to deal with that.
You want to keep her? I'm trying to help you get rid of her.
No, I think she pissed off at me when I made her leave. We was at the truck show.
Question: what is here about two drivers arguing at the Horse Cave Love and one person getting unalived? Yeah, that's the story, man. It's all over Facebook.
Yep, I heard about that one.
Hey, what happened?
Another driver shot another driver. A CRST driver shot another driver in the face, killed him. They were arguing over something. They haven't really said what the argument was about, but Rudy says, just asking because I used to work for Schneider's load board, just seeing if it would be similar.
It is similar, just not the ability to sort and find loads as easy as a Swift. It's just the loads are listed and they're listed.
So Trey, I'm kind of the same way. I take a load here and there. Like if they send me something that makes sense, I'll take it. And when I go home, or if I ever get in the Michigan area, I always try to get an auto parts load just because it pays very well. But yeah, I'm pretty self-sufficient too, with the exception. I might take 3-4 loads a month off of planners. If not, the rest of it's all me. No way, he says for Jenny Boo. Michael, wow, I can't believe you pick on her as much as you do. It's just fun content, honestly, at this point. I know she doesn't watch the videos any longer. She does, and she can laugh at it too, but whatever, be mad, but it's just fun content. I drove by that Love Saturday, and the exit was backed up to the highway. I was there the day before that happened. Actually stopped there the day before. Rudy says, okay, sounds good. Yeah, we just don't have any answers on what they're going to do with the load board. Supposedly, they were talking about Uber Freight in May. Hasn't happened yet. There was negotiations with the big ones, DAT and Truck Stop. It hasn't happened yet. And honestly, I don't even know if the DAT board and Truck Stop will ever happen. That would be a complicated fix. The Uber Freight might be okay. What, buddy?
They keep trying to implement it, but every time they do, it crashes the load board for a day or so. Because there's been several times where they're like, we're going to implement it, on this day, and then everybody's posting, can't get in the load board, can't get in the load board, and you don't hear anything more about it for a while.
So, George, I hope I'm saying your name right. George Edlins? Good to have you in, buddy. Good afternoon, drivers. Glad to have you in. Subscribe if you're not, please. Amanda said, stay away from Uber Freight. I've done 2 Uber Freight loads my entire life, and it was when I was with F2F. I didn't have any issues with the 2 loads that I have. I've heard that from many people before about staying away. The ones that I can tell you 1,000% stay away from, and I haven't seen one in a long time, is Amazon. Stay away from the Amazon loads, guys. Please, unless you just like to absolutely sit, don't take them. I'm telling you. Have you guys seen any Amazon shit in a while?
I haven't seen it in quite a while.
I saw one in Jacksonville. There was one that was delivered to Jacksonville at the Amazon there. I saw that one.
But I told Amanda to take me off the list because the planners kept, for a while, they just kept offering them to me, and I kept rejecting. I told her to take me off the list.
Who has Aldi loads? Well, that just honestly, babe, that just goes on a load board depending on. I've seen. We've got some Aldi loads, don't we? Don't we do Aldi?
No, it's maybe delivering to Aldi's distributions.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I've done the distribution center.
I've done a couple of them.
I've done it too.
We don't deliver to the Aldi stores, but we do the distribution centers.
And actually, they're not too bad. I've never really had to claim detention on an Aldi load.
So the good ones to go to, and that's a good topic, Mike, and we'll talk about that. And you guys can comment too. The only good grocery loads, and we all talk about staying away from the grocery loads. Don't shy away from Publix. Publix, I'm never more than 2 hours at a Publix. What was the other ones we've talked about? Aldi's, I've never had any problems there. You guys got any comments on the stores? I mean, Publix is probably the best place to go to, in my opinion.
Yeah, Publix and Aldi's I've had really good luck with.
And even if you do get a live load, live unload at a Walmart, they're usually pretty quick on us too. I haven't had one in years, but they're quick.
Safeway, I won't take Safeway.
Stay away from Food Lion and
Food Lion, yes.
Teeter Harris is another one that's horrible. Any of the Kroger stuff. Teeter Harris is a Kroger store, so any of the Kroger loads, stay away from them. Kroger owns a lot of grocery chains, and Food Lion. I seen an Amazon unload board today. I haven't seen one in a while. I'm not looking for them, though. Thinking about leasing again over here. Hey, if you're thinking about leasing again, George, my number's scrolling down there at the bottom. Give me a ring. I'll be more than happy to give you like I always say, good, bad, and ugly. I'll tell you what the bad shit's going on right now, and that's really easy is the trailer solutions. It's a lot of shit trailers out there, but that's any company. But give me a ring, man. I'll help you out. Cheat to Winley. I currently work for Swift. Is owner-operator or lease purchase worth it? Absolutely. It's absolutely worth it right now. If you like making money. And Craig agrees. Yes. Gentleman from Evans. I'd be curious to see how your first week's going. Been busy with that load board to keep myself busy. Absolutely. I'd be if you want to come in, let me know. I'd be willing to listen. I want to hear what you got. G. Harless, King's yeah, King's Super is another Kroger store. Craig, I also just came back from working at Hirschbach. I have a 26 kW T680. Would love to be able to keep that. You can easily get into a T680. So, cheat if you want to. You can give me a ring also. I know you're a company driver and all, but I'd be more than happy to help you out. Give me a ring if you'd like.
You can do that FX they got.
Well, he's not a Swift driver. He's a. I'm sorry. Yes, he is. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Do that FX. We could turn your company truck to lease.
So Bigelow says Costco. Oh yeah, Costco's awesome. Costco's another one. Costco is out as well. Stay away from Associated Grocery. Just enjoyable. Yeah, absolutely.
Associated Grocery's the worst.
Oh, horrible. Guys, if you take a Costco, they'll take you an hour early, and they will probably have you unloaded before your appointment time. Just remember that. I've done many Costco loads. Auto Burton Beast. Is there lots of loads coming out? Buddy, Texas is one of the biggest places for loads right now.
Mm-hmm.
Southeastern Texas is where it's at. King Supers in Aurora, California is horrible. I saw them for 8 hours. Paid good $150 on 5.6. Yeah, that's why it pays good, because you're going to be sitting for a little bit. Yeah, Chief, give me a ring tomorrow. I'll be more than happy to help you. Yes, you can FX it. Absolutely. Yeah, go ahead and send me the link. I'll join. Give me 30 seconds here, and I'll send it to you. Yeah, my DL is looking to put me on a Costco dedicated out of Michigan. That's a good account to be on. I'm actually out of Detroit also. I got a lot of insight. If you want to give me a ring sheet, I got a lot of insight on that area. That's where I'm out of too. All right, Evans, let's see where you're at. I'll give you a link on here. Man, I just swore I sent you that. Yes, I did. All right, let's get you.
Damn.
What are you damning about?
I was just looking at that. I was looking at the freight in Florida.
Dude, it's been like that for a month.
What, the 100 ones?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's A Bear. She's back. What do y'all know?
There's
What do y'all know?
41 on Ford right now.
A Bear says, "What do y'all know about Hirschbach offering 10,000 sign-on
Yep.
bonus?" Well,
Yep.
they're offering $10,000 sign-on bonus because they got a mass exodus of drivers leaving because of the autonomous trucks. Don't go there, A Bear.
I heard that they're only giving you like, I think someone said, I don't know if it was Mike or somebody said it's only like $200 a week or some. It's only a small amount a week. Yep.
Yeah, $200 a week
for a year.
Don't even think about it, A Bear. Don't even think about it.
Everybody's leaving.
Do you all get any of the Pepsi loads? They're paying great. Yeah, we get some Pepsi loads. I've seen them coming in.
Yeah, they got I think yeah.
Uh-oh,
It's
we
a bunch
lost
of them out of Georgia.
Yeah. So Chief says, "All right, I will. I'm off till Thursday." Yeah, give me a ring. What's up, Aaron?
What's up?
Look like you went to a job interview. You good?
Oh, I'm good. I've decided I'm going to try to look more professional while I'm driving. So I got some t-shirts and shit. So
you're in your home, man. You've heard about the people going to the shippers and receivers in their pajamas and flip flops, haven't you?
Oh yeah.
That's fucking crazy to me, man. I mean, I don't dress to impress by any means, but I also don't down dress either, though. But
right.
Yeah, thought maybe you were getting an interview at, like A Bear said, with Hirschbach or something there for a second.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm enjoying living. I'm being here at Swift. I love the fact that I'm back in control over my miles. So
aren't you? I mean, how many days have you been doing it?
I've only been back for a little over a week, back to OTR.
So I don't know how you feel about training, but if you want to double your money, put you a student in. I'm sitting at a $10,500 a week this week, gross.
Nice.
I'm telling you, I don't know if you want to train, but if you do, look into it. If you don't, get with these guys right here, or you can get with me. Stay in the Southeast and in Texas. You'll make money all the time.
Yeah.
Texas is what I'm going to start working on learning because I need to be closer to home. But Texas, I think, has some opportunities.
There's a owner op that I ran into while I was in Nevada. He's out of Arizona, and he's on the percentage board. I'm actually going to talk about that in my video this week. We compared, seeing I'm still technically on cent per mile, and he's on the percentage. He's killing it, just going from Texas to Arizona, up to like Idaho, Washington area, and then right back down. And he just does that right there.
I wouldn't want to go to
percentage.
Huh?
Why are you not on percentage?
My driver manager is still waiting on the links to be sent to her from Phoenix. They approved of her being as a percentage board driver manager, but they haven't sent her any of the training videos or anything else yet. And she's been all over them, and the terminal manager finally got on them on Friday this last week about it.
Well, don't wait forever on that. I'm telling you, dude. The longer you wait on that, the more money it's going to cost you.
Oh yeah, no. I told her if she's not approved and done with her training by the end of the middle of next month. I told her I'm going to be going to a different terminal then, and she goes, okay. So,
Mike, what was
From
you
the
gonna say?
Michigan.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'd want to go to Washington because I know what the rates are coming out of Washington. But if he's bouncing to Idaho, that's an interesting. I'm gonna have to look into that.
yeah, he's getting loads out of he's delivering up in the Boise and Lewiston area, and then grabbing one of the cheap loads to come back down to Arizona. He says the loads that are going from Arizona up, we're paying him the big time bucks, but then obviously coming back, it's the less amount of money.
Yeah, well, as long as you're coming up with your, as long as you're making more overall than you would as a mileage driver, it's a win.
Oh yeah. He was telling me he switched over the percentage, and he hasn't made under 2,500 a week being out here on the West Coast.
That's not too bad. So everything else is going well with you?
Oh yeah. Like I said, I'm just glad I'm back in control of of me being successful. So I mean, I had a 2,500 mile week last week, averaged on the cent per mile a little over 1,700 take home, or 1,600 take home. So I mean, it could be better, obviously, but I spent over $2,000 in fuel last week because I had a 45,000 pound load. That was that was fun trying to haul that from Idaho down into Arizona. But
James, I'm sorry, buddy, if we interrupted you. What you got something?
No, I'm good. You're good.
Okay. So Gigolo Joe says it's heavy, but it's worth every penny. Absolutely. Bird Beast, would getting a dedicated account pay better? Usually dedicated accounts pay less per mile, and all your dedicated isn't going to be percentage either. You're going to be on the mileage rate with that.
And I just came off a dedicated. You gotta put into the consider that you have zero control over what loads you get. They have full control over everything.
I got to tell you, since they opened up this beast with the load board, and especially the percentage, since they opened up this beast, anybody that runs anything else, unless you got special circumstances, kind of like what you did, Aaron, for family reasons or custody issues, at this point, I don't know why anybody is still doing that freight, honestly. Yeah. I really don't, because the percentage adds so much more freedom, and you really are more in control of what you want to make, as long as you can pick the right stuff. And yeah. I gotta clarify that you got to pick the right loads. You can't just automatically come over here and think that everything's going to be good and dandy. You gotta know what you're doing.
Well, that's even if you go to the cent per mile, you gotta pick and choose.
Yep. Michael Shepard, night fellas, they say. Go ahead, Mike. I'm sorry.
Oh, the way I look at it, if I have a bad week, it's because I did something wrong, not because I ticked off a driver manager or a planner or something else. If I have a bad week, I have a bad week, and I've only got myself to blame.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. So, A-Bear, you're right. There is always a catch. Anytime a big... I think Schneider is actually offering like $10,000 right now, too, aren't they, Mike?
I'm not sure. Let me look.
I think they're offered a big-ass bonus, too. And I know they're putting people into SFI trucks really, really cheap, too. And another big YouTuber that I'm going to keep named nameless, Chris, you know who I'm talking about. I think that's where that person's getting their truck at, too.
My answer is no. My answer is no.
Schneider sign-on bonus typically, that's AI stuff.
So let me ask you, Chris, where do you think that truck's coming from? Honestly,
either Tells. I would say either Tells or Lone Mountain, but I thought the person said that it wasn't SFI.
Well, Lone Mountain, you got to have the money down. There's always money down. Tell, they won't even let you get into a truck without $10,000. I've already called them.
It's $5 if you go with one of their companies.
Yeah, it's $5 if you go to the company.
They have a special right now because I before I came over here to Swift and got onto this lease, I try to go through Tells. Tells is offering $500 down if you go through one of their companies.
Yep.
So, and
Okay.
then the only issue is that you have to stay with that company. You can't, if you want to jump from that company that's on their list, then you got to pay the 10 grand.
Okay, so Schneider's sign-on bonus currently is $8,000 over a 12-month period for experienced driver, $4,000 for an inexperienced.
Guess what, guys? There's no incentive to come to Swift unless you just want to get like two free truck payments at the beginning. That's the only incentive. Guess what? You know what that means? They don't need to offer any incentives because everybody wants to come here.
Are they no longer offering that incentive if you bring your own truck, the $5 grand?
No, that was only for a month. Yeah.
Okay.
That was only for a month. So George says, Alan told me about the channel, and I did see you in Ocala at the terminal, but I was trying to get home. Yeah, it's all good, George. You see me around. I had 3 people reach out to me this week that I could have actually caught up and met, but you see me around, stop me. If I'm able to stop, I will. And thanks, too, by the way, George. 007, man.
SFI trucks are not that cheap.
No. Who I need to talk to about going percentage. Batman, if you want to give me a ring, my number's down there. I'll be driving tonight, probably till about 3 or 4 in the morning. If you want to give me a ring tonight, or you can call me tomorrow afternoon, I'll be more than happy to talk to you. Go ahead, Michael.
Okay, the only new trucks you can get through SFI right now is the Freightliner Cascadia. Weekly base payment, $1,245. So base payment means that's just truck payment. That's before they start adding the maintenance and all the other stuff, plus your Schneider deductions, and then your down payment is $2,000.
That's just crazy for this newer truck that I'm having. This newer truck I have, obviously, seeing I got my insurance through SeBrite, I'm only paying $765 a week.
How much?
So, $765. That's fixed expenses before SeBrite, before you add SeBrite in.
I'm at $720, and their base is $1,245 for a Cascadia.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
With a $90,000 balloon for 156 weeks.
Reminds me of Prime.
So, Aaron, I know you weren't on the show earlier, but I'm working on something right now, and I already told James, I'm working on something right now you might be interested in, too, in the future, and once I get it all worked out, I'll let you know. It's another option. How long you got left on your lease?
It was a 4-year lease, so I got at least another 3.5. Well, probably about 3.5 years.
We'll talk about all that later. I don't want to do it on here, but yeah, I got something I'm working on. You guys are going to be surprised. Gary Harless, when I was in Idaho, I pick up paper out of the terminal there, take to Laredo, Texas. I made a killing over it. I can't remember what the rate was. There you go, man. Aaron.
Yeah, those Lewiston loads, they're paying pretty well right now. That's what I was told.
Yeah, you know what, Craig? That's actually an option too. I never considered HEC leasing. Years ago, he talked about that. That might be exactly what he's doing.
Yep, I forgot about that one too.
They're out Nashville area, I think.
Don't they have one down in Florida though too? I think.
I don't know. I think if that's the one I'm thinking of. I think that's the one that's there in not Smyrna, Tennessee, but what is the name of that town? What's the name of that town where that little female cop was doing all the cops there in that town? Laverne, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Laverne. I think that HEC's out of Laverne, if I'm not mistaken. Davis says, back in the day, Swift sucked, but they came a long way and became, Swift is the company to be at right now. Guys, I'm not saying that just to be saying that. I've always spoke truth about everything. I've not had any issues with Swift in the last year at all. And if the issues that I do have are issues that you would have at any other company, we've talked about them. Trailer issues, that's the big one. planner issues sometimes, but even this time around, I've really not had any issues with planners this time around. I mean, don't you guys agree? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh,
We don't have issues.
Besides being on the dedicated, but other than that, yeah, no, it's no issues. I mean, besides, like you said, besides the trailers, I've had every trailer I've touched since been back out here on the road. I've had to replace a tire on it.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
I've had that this past week too.
I might use the planners maybe once a week, if that. I don't use them hardly at all.
Hey, James, is Jesus about ready to take you or something? That light in the background looks like Jesus is trying to grab you, man.
No.
I mean, buddy, you better pray, man, because
that light, yeah.
Lord have mercy, man.
It's my light. Is that better?
No,
that ain't no better. Is it?
I mean,
you're better off.
Fucking light, man.
You were better off with the sunlight.
So it's so funny. You come on a Swift live show with a KLLM shirt on.
Hey, watch it.
Where did you say you're at, Rabbit? Well, I didn't say, I don't think, but I am in Tulsa, Oklahoma at the moment. Don't tell me you're stalking me. You look like you got a Swift truck, so I think you'll be okay. What's up, fellas? Came in to get the phone number so I can give you a call about coming on. Yeah, Coast driver, call me tonight. Like I said, I'll be up. Give me about 20 minutes after the show ends, and let me pack everything up, and I'll be more. Oh, so you sent me a text. Okay. Yeah, let me give me time to get shit packed up, and I'll call you, brother. Joe from YouTube. Okay. So you have the 539 phone number, I'm supposing? That's you, then I will ring at you, buddy. I will definitely give you a call after show. And anybody else I've told, if you call tonight if you want to. I'll be up. I'm driving, so we got to get to Los Lunas, New Mexico tonight. So,
well, it doesn't look like the Iran-U.S. thing is going to stop anytime soon because my phone just went off saying U.S. forces just conducted strikes in Iran. So that little peace talk, whatever they're doing, I guess they ain't going too well.
Look, Daddy Trump ain't taking any shit. I got news for you, and I don't care what political side you're on; it doesn't matter. But right now, Daddy Trump is who we have in office, and whether you like it or whether you don't like it, it was inevitable that this was going to happen. I mean, inevitable. And if you had any other feelings against it or towards it or whatever, you're an idiot because the writing was on the wall. Yes, sir, says Cole's driver.
Just be nice if we could do it without raising the fuel prices tenfold.
You know what? You got to hurt before you can live easy, man. That's what I've always heard. We might have to hurt for a little bit to have an easier life. I don't think the hurting, in my opinion, is going to go up any more than what we have right now. I think the $6 to $7 range where we're at now. And, I might be talking out of my ass, and I might be totally wrong here, but my feelings, I think we're at the most hurting part. But I got to tell you guys, the prices on the loads are going up. I mean, the same load that I did to Ocala went up $300. Or not Ocala, but Orlando. It went up $300 in less than a week. Did I send you that, James? That Marysville to Orlando went up to like $29.70, dude.
Yeah,
and it was paying $26 like 2 weeks before that.
First one I ever took was 20, 27, 28.
Yep.
Don't remember.
He back in Tulsa to pick up his door after I blew you off yesterday. Yeah. Oh, is that your son-in-law that asked me that? I don't even know who said that now. I can't even find it. E-Dog. Is that your brother or your son-in-law, Gary? E-Dog?
Yeah, I got fuel in Tennessee for $4.80 today.
So,
It's pretty cheap in Kansas right now.
Bird of Beast, did you all sign up for ATBS, and how much y'all put aside a week for maintenance? No to ATBS. They are a shyster company.
Huge
Don't
ripoff.
like them. Complete ripoff. You're paying $25 a week for nothing.
And they don't know how to do accounting.
And maintenance, it just depends on how many miles I drive. I put 20 cents a mile in, and the way I'm driving right now, that's damn near $700-800 a week in maintenance for me. I'm about ready to bump it up to 25 cents, maybe even 30, just to kind of, well, I'm building it up for a reason.
Okay.
If you guys want to, you guys on here, if you want to know my reason, I'll be more than happy to share it with you.
And actually, with the extra miles of the student on board, it actually makes sense.
Well, that and percentage, you don't drive the miles like you do.
Yep.
Like, for instance, the money that I made last week, I put $789 into my maintenance account. If I wouldn't have bumped it up to 20 cents, then it would have been half that at 3,900 miles. Okay, I drove 3,900 miles, but if I went by the mileage rate to compare to what I made, I would have had to done close to 6,000 miles to make what I made. Does that make sense? So you're making half of what you're making on the percentage. That's why you got to bump your maintenance up because of that.
Yeah, I still got mine at 10 cents with me being on cents per mile right now.
Yeah, you're fine at 10 cents, but when you switch the percentage, you need to go to at least 15, if not 20.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be doing it. Because the problem was with me as a solo driver doing that, I was only getting like $150, $200 into the maintenance account. That wasn't enough.
That's my problem right now.
Well, that's what got me into trouble with the other truck.
I asked because I'm doing a 34 in Albuquerque, and I thought I remembered you say that you were going to New Mexico. I am going to New Mexico. I'll be in Los Lunas, New Mexico. At this point, it'll probably be about 4 in the morning when we get there, maybe even 6. It'll be in the morning sometime. I thought maintenance account maxed out at 20. It does max out at 20, but you can call and get it higher if you want to. You just got to call and have it done. A Bird of Beast, I told them I want to do a 6-month lease to test out waters and also don't have the money to put down. You can do that. The money to put down, they'll finance it $100 a week till the 25's down, just to let you know.
He's probably talking about the extra bit that they require for a brand new truck.
Maybe. Well, you can't do a 6-month lease on a brand new truck.
Yeah,
No.
it would be a small lease or MRP.
Telling you guys, the best way to do this, man. And again, I'm not the most brightest person. I don't know everything about Swift, but the best thing to do is get you a 24, 25 truck, lease it for a year, and order you a brand new one the way you want it.
I should have done that to start with.
I got that advice from Michelle. She's the one that kind of set me up with that, and I'm glad she did. Okay, Cheat, I'll call. I got a text from Cheat, too. I'll call you tonight, too. Give me time to talk to the first gentleman first, and then I'll call you. Do anyone know how much it is to lease a Peterbilt? Thought about the 26 Volvo, but I'm having too many problems. So the Peterbilt, I believe, is $745, if I'm not mistaken.
I can look that up real quick.
Auto
I
burst.
think that 745 isn't that for the different colored one too? Because if you just get the regular old Swift blue, it should be like 680 or 700.
Believe it or not, I don't think they changed the price because of the owner-operator version compared to the blue, Swift Blue. I think they're the same damn price. Don't ask me why, but I don't think there's any difference.
So not like with the Kenworths where they have them 2 different prices.
What's the price on yours?
Mine is 680 a week for just the Swift Blue.
Mine's 680.
Well, there's a red Peterbilt going 27 at 725. Purple one, that's Kenworth Peterbilt.
So one thing you got to consider, and I know what you're saying there, Aaron, but 22, 23, and 24 prices were through the freaking roof. My truck, even though it's a 24, it came out in 23 because they're always a year ahead. That's why we got 27s. So with that being said, when the market was bad, guess what? They jacked the prices up just like everybody else. My buyout on my truck is 90 grand. How much is the buyout on yours?
90 grand as well.
It's okay. Well,
Same here.
they were just raising those prices up because they could. They knew they could.
Yeah, no,
Business, you
there's-
could.
sorry, go ahead.
That's it.
Oh, they the total price of the truck is 190 grand. They said in the 4-month lease that I have, I'll pay the 100 grand, and then if I can't come up with that 90 grand at the end of the 4 lease, if I want to keep this truck, they'll put me in a MRP lease for another 2 years, and then I'll have to pay the balloon at the end of those 2 years. But I don't know. There's a part of me that's like, at the end of this lease, I may just turn it in and get one custom, get one the way I want it.
So my wife says she loves your pink shirt. That's what I asked him. Was he going to an interview or something?
Okay, so the Peterbilts, there's a 26, a 27, 226, 227s. They're all going for 720, except for the red Peterbilt is 725.
Okay.
When I was told by Addison, my recruiter, because I asked him, I was like, well, what's the difference? Obviously, a few extra things. He was telling me the reason for the price increase, in his opinion, was more of the paint. It is the cost for the special paint. So,
Gotcha. So Cheat says, I really should change my name. It was for when I was younger. Yeah, guys, the funny thing that I always say, you older guys like me can relate to this. So back in the day, AOL was what everybody had. And I can remember when I used to work at the car dealership, and one of the biggest things that they would always want is for us to get email addresses. So you'd get, a woman in, maybe she was a little hot back 20 years ago, whatever. Her email address would be like, too hot for you, hot pants, or something like that at AOL.com. So that's kind of what that is. You do stupid shit when you're younger. I had some stupid emails too, but as you get older, you get brighter. And the big thing about it is you learn how to wear a pink shirt the proper way and go out for interviews. I got to tell you, Aaron, my wife, and she'll test to this too. I absolutely love wearing pink. I got several pink shirts at home, and I've got some Hawaiian shirts. Any man that can wear pink is a strong person, man. Let me tell you.
agreed. I love pink too. I have a whole bunch of pink shirts, pink and purple. I love the
shirt
two.
in here I wear quite often. Guys like Chris and Jonah, they can't wear pink.
No, ain't even my thing.
I do get a purple Adidas, shirt I wear. Yep.
I got to tell you guys, and I don't know if Walmart bought them or not, but they're starting to carry a lot of Reebok stuff, like Reebok polos and stuff.
I just
Man,
got
I like a ton of those.
I just got a whole bunch of Reebok shorts and shirts from this weekend. I went shopping at Walmart.
I have always loved the Reebok brand. Always have.
They didn't buy them. They last year, like in November, December, Walmart announced that they were going to try to partner with a whole bunch of name brand companies to add more things to choose for in their stores.
I'm going to back up what you said a little bit. Did we lose you, Aaron? You there?
No, I'm here. Can you hear me?
You froze. So Netflix had a show on Shaquille O'Neal here about a year ago. You guys probably don't know this, but Shaquille O'Neal bought the Reebok brand. But he was the original Reebok ambassador with the pump shoe. Remember the pumps that he did with basketball? Well, he bought the Reebok brand. So I guarantee you that's how Walmart got in with the Reeboks because of him. Because you probably don't know this, but Shaq, quite a few in the Orlando area, maybe in other Florida markets, but he owns a lot of Papa John's restaurants too. Did y'all know that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Big time guy with that.
That's
why they have the Shaq-a-Rooney pizza.
Yeah. What, Chris?
He's in the commercials all the time too.
Yeah. He does the general too. Auto insurance.
Yep.
I always thought Michael Shelton looks like the general in the little cartoon and stuff. You got military background, don't you, Michael?
I do.
Yeah, you could be the general in the car insurance. Don't get mad at me. I'm just messing around.
I'm not mad.
Okay. I think I've been very clean tonight.
Rolling my eyes does not mean I'm mad.
Skyline Auto Sales says 27 Peterbilt 725 blue. So let me tell you guys, if you order a Peterbilt in that blue, you're going to miss that window on the passenger side. That to me, that's a big deal.
Oh,
I got to have those windows.
It looks crazy without the window.
I agree 1,000%. It messes with my sense of balance. What's that called? OCD. It messes with my OCD. And I'm not an OCD person at all, but, I think it's crazy that they ordered all them Freightliners with the door on the passenger side and the window, but nothing on the driver's side. To me, that's crazy. Crazy. Why not spend the extra, $500 to have the doors on both sides? New Volvo 860 with Murphy bed with owner-operator specs. Yeah, I would love to have that too. Let me know if you find out if we can do that. That would be awesome.
I thought Swift didn't order the Murphy bed ones.
They don't. That's what I'm saying. If you find a way to do it, let me know.
Oh, if I find out we can get the Murphy beds, me and somebody's having a very uncomfortable conversation.
Well, I can tell you right now, you can get that option with Lone Mountain. Their Volvos have the Murphy bed.
Yep. Lone Mountain.
And I'm not a big fan of the interior in the Volvo, though. I can tell you that. I like the Kenworth leather, but I don't like the Volvo. What was you going to say, James?
That might be one of the options he was talking about.
Boy, I tell you what, Michael Shelton might go in with an AK-47 if he finds that shit out. Oh, I should have said that. Do any of you guys drive Freightliners, says Leighton?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
I got a 23 Freightliner.
We got a couple dummies in here.
I think the only
I got a 24 too.
Hey, my Freightliner might be dummy, but mine has not broke down yet. I haven't any issues with it, so I can't complain.
I think the only thing cool about a Freightliner, these newer ones, is the headlight assembly now.
Yep.
Other than that, no.
It's funny as you said that. I saw one the other day that the headlight was already burnt out on one side.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's probably because it's like the Kenworth. My 26, I only had it a month, and my right headlight went out, and they had to replace the entire assembly because Kenworth made it to where it's all one thing now instead of just bulbs.
Same thing with the Freightliners.
Yep.
All right. So Terry B says, "What's your fixed cost every week, including truck payments?" So mine, as of right now, is like $985 a week. Next week, the $100 down payment that we all have done goes away, and I'll be down to $885 a week. You guys can say yours if you want to.
Mine, when you add, sorry, go ahead.
Mine's
mine.
Aaron, go ahead, Aaron.
Pinky goes first.
Right. Mine with when you add the SeBrite in, it's about $950. Without the SeBrite, and it's just Swift, it's at that $765.
Now mine is $864 without the SeBrite, and then with SeBrite it's probably close to $950.
Mine like $685 a week. That's my fixed cost.
Let's see.
I had an MRP truck. Mine the MRP lease.
All right. So Gary says Swift got pink trucks. Yeah, they got. I tell you what, man. I would be tempted to get that Panther pink. That color looks great, but I don't think it would look good with my logos. If I didn't have the logos and I was designing something fresh, I would have no problems taking that pink.
There was a purple one. There was a purple one a couple weeks ago in Greer. It was real nice.
Yeah, two of them.
Pink KW down in Phoenix last week.
It's actually
no pink ones. I was just in Phoenix. There wasn't no pink ones left.
The guy was already leased it. He got it. He was sitting there with it.
They had a couple nice looking purple ones up there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Purple. Yep.
The wife says she wants to see Air Jonah in pink.
No, that's all right. Hey,
William Cope says, and what is your all speed set at? 70 miles an hour on foot and 68 on cruise.
If you're lucky, you'll be like me. You're 71 on foot and 68 on cruise.
Beer Gut says, I can do 71. You can too?
Yeah.
65 on pedal, 68 on cruise on his T680. I know you're not at Swift though. He's at another company.
My fixed is 752.
Now that's all your fees and everything. Because we're talking fixed, we're talking all fees, insurance and everything.
Well, SeBrite is my SeBrite just went up. I think it went up to about 200. So about 950 was SeBrite.
So fixed cost is every.
And he just froze.
He just froze. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, there he is. Yeah, I know what fixed costs are.
Are the percentage drivers doing great, better now that rates seem to be going up? Of course, fuel. Yeah, absolutely, man. Our prices are going up with the fuel. So, Rudy, again, you're paying $725 a week for the truck, but you got to add your insurance and all your other costs too. So your fixed cost is everything except for your fuel.
Yep.
Basically, if you park the truck for a week, it's what you still have to pay.
Yep. Halliburton B says, if I wanted to team after I got the truck, would it be a problem? My dad is about to leave on vacation, but when he comes back, buddy, I'm telling you, the thing is with teaming, if it's a man and a wife and they're teaming, the same money goes to the same household. It'll be a little bit harder for you to make money between you and your dad. With me doing a student, Swift pays for the student, so I get all the money that's generated to the truck. So if you do it the way you're talking about with you and your dad, you are going to have to split your costs and expenses in whatever you make. I don't know if it makes sense. If it's a husband and wife, it's a different story.
Yeah, what he's looking at, one of them will have to be the primary leasee, and then the other one will be an employee of the leasee.
Yeah.
And he will legally, he is required to pay that second driver as a W-2 employee. Now, most people do not do that, but that's the legal way to do it, is you are supposed to pay, because that other driver that you're hiring is not a lease operator. He is an employee. So technically, you are supposed to pay him as a W-2 employee.
So Gary says, my truck's a 73 on the floorboard and 71 on cruise. Well, hang on to that truck because somebody made a mistake. And Terry B, what's SeBrite? SeBrite is the insurance that makes a special deal on the Swift drivers. I can't remember, Terry, if you're a Swift driver or not, but SeBrite is in the description of all my videos. If you want their info, you can call me and I'll give it to you. Go ahead.
And you don't get you don't have to have the camera, the Swift camera either.
That's
when
right.
you do SeBrite.
You don't have to have a camera. What was you gonna say, Aaron?
Oh, I was just gonna ask go back a little bit on that because I can't remember if we take a week off, we can have them take those fixed costs out of the maintenance account, correct?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah.
I just did it a couple weeks ago myself. I said I went in the hole, but I did the same thing. Basically took the maintenance money to take care of the costs. So Skyline Auto Sales, what do you guys think of Starlink? Not done enough education on Starlink. We all do the T-Mobile for business. There's actually a link in the description of the video too for our person. She's out of Louisville. She's talking to India. Give her a call. Takes her about 4 hours to get everything approved.
Or you're the outsider like me that uses Verizon.
When you use her, make sure you mention me, because what happens is I get a $25 credit and you get a $25 credit. So remember that.
And I just got my Verizon box when I was at home this last week. So, and like right now I'm getting 600 megabits on the white box that I got with business.
Alan, you're live and you're still backing up. I'm not going to bring you until you're parked, buddy. Not going to have that. You should know better. James Scott says, are you still able to train students without the camera? Nope, negative. You got to have Swift's insurance and you got to have the camera in order to train. That's why I do it. Like I said, when the new truck comes in, I'm done training, and so is the camera. The camera's done training me. So, are you still backing up, or you stopped?
No, I'm stopped.
Okay.
Now-
I just want to
now-
bring you in that way.
If you
Go
do, I would recommend if you do your own camera, I currently have a Falcon Eye. I'll probably be upgrading to a Red Tiger, but either Falcon Eye or Red Tiger for your cameras.
So, what's the deal with the Red Tiger? I haven't seen that one or even heard of it.
I haven't even really heard of it either until I was watching an owner operator on TikTok, and she's pretty famous on there.
Who is it?
Oh, I can't even remember her name, but she's the one that drives the Long Nose Pete and does the tanker.
I don't know her. So
she has an inside camera and an outside camera through Red Tiger, but she endorses them because that's what she uses in her personal car and in the trucks.
So it's funny. Riding with Kev, you all ever watch him? He's got kind of the same type of system. I'm gonna probably what he's got.
Yeah, I mean, I love my Falcon Eye. The only issue I have is trying to get videos off of the camera and getting them to where I can put them in my YouTube videos and stuff. Every time I try to, it sits there and goes, "Oh, we've deleted all of them. Sorry." So
I have a camera off of Temu, and I can upload the videos right to my phone.
nice.
So
That's accurate.
William says, can you start with a brand new truck? So in quotations, you got to have a $2,500 down payment to start off with a brand new truck. Now, you can negotiate your deal. There's been guys that have gotten brand new trucks with as little as $500 down. So you
That's what I
negotiate
did.
with Michelle. Yeah. So William, I don't know if you're here or if you're coming in fresh. My number's down at the bottom. I'd appreciate it. Referral code, and let's get with Michelle so we can get you the right truck. Please do.
Phoenix will do specials, what I was told, every now and then when they have an overabundance of a certain truck. Like for me, that's the whole reason why I was able to get a brand new one without putting a whole bunch of money down, is they financed the $2,500 just like everybody else, and then I had to put the extra $500 down myself.
So what do y'all think about Wild Beard's campaign about Hirschbach? I don't have a problem with what he's doing. The only issue that I had was the picture. I've said this in a live before. I don't care what anybody says. Me with my law enforcement background, that just, to me, that was a threatening manner, the way he put that picture up. I don't think that was a good idea. I understand his concern, and I agree with his concern, but I wouldn't have put the picture up. That's the only issue that I have with it. What about you guys?
Same. Yep.
Same. I mean, that's Hirschbach's biggest issue too.
Yep.
By the gist that I was getting, is they don't care that he's talking about him. They care about that photo that he made.
Yeah, getting harassed or whatever. Yep.
Well, let me put it this way, and there's no big secret. I've had issues with Swift in the past. I've left, not on a negative aspect or anything, but I've had my issues. But not once have I ever thought about putting a picture up with me wanting to grab them by their heads like that and drag them to their knees. I don't know, man. It's just very, I don't even want to say unprofessional, even though it is, but it is a threatening manner.
Mm-hmm.
I've left some shitty ass companies before. I've never had that thought in my mind. Never have.
For me, it took away a lot of credibility in in what he does.
You know, that's a good statement, Mike, and that's exactly kind of what I was looking for. I did lose a lot of his credibility because for him being the type of guy he is, and again, nothing in Wild Beard, if you happen to hear this or catch this, it's nothing against you, but you do your little quotes of the day at the end where you're preaching and you're reading out the Bible. To me, that's just not, it's not very Christian the way you did that, in my opinion.
No.
Isn't that right?
No, after he did that, I completely unsubscribed from him.
You got to agree. I got the deacon on here. He'll put you guys straight, man. The deacon knows.
Yep. Hey, TA.
The orange is really shining in your face, man.
Yeah, I know.
I know. Looks like you got Cheeto face, man.
Right. TA is doing a discount. If you get 2 steel tires, you get free alignment. It's $300 a piece.
Yeah, I saw it.
For steel tires.
Yep, I heard that too.
They do that all the time.
All right, I'll be right back. I got to help this other Swift driver back in next to me.
That's fine. Go do your thing. So, Michael, not that I'm a smart person by any means, but when you get ready to have your services done on your truck, with it being a Volvo, I only suggest you go to TAs and Petros because they own Castro GTX now. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Castro is
That's who I do.
Castro is the oil you want to put in that Volvo because it's a foreign truck. Even though it's made in America, it's still a foreign truck. You need to be putting Castro in there. Just a little heads up, in my opinion.
TA loves.
Jonah probably agree with that too, won't you, Jonah?
Yeah.
That's what I do.
The first one I have to do at Volvo because it's the 18,000 mile service, and they adjust the valves. There's a whole bunch of stuff. I gotta find out what that's gonna cost. I gotta start getting money saved up for that because it ain't gonna take me long to reach 18,000 miles.
So the wife says she's getting ready for her nighttime rituals. Just wanted to say absolutely love and enjoy all the drivers that you have on the show. Great, hardworking guys. Y'all be safe. Once again, and I started out with my original four that was on here. James and Alan, you and Aaron, you guys weren't a part of this. I'm going to wait till Aaron comes back. But anyways, I just want to tell you guys thanks for coming in. We do this once a week. Sometimes our hours don't match up. I know, Alan, you came in a little late. I get a little shitty about coming in late, and I just got the notification that you just did a 263-mile drive. Top speed 67 miles an hour, so you just parked for the night. And it did the same thing with Chris when he popped in. Anyway, I just want to tell you guys thanks. Sometimes I'm an asshole, and I don't really mean to be, but
true.
I want to provide a good show for everybody that I possibly can, and
you do.
I want everybody to succeed. Absolutely murder it and succeed. That's what it's all about. Gary says,
I'm not fine parking.
Do you all do Swift shop for service or go out? I do outside, and it's all about, I'd rather spend a little more money to get it done, because what happens is a lot of the shops are 2 to 3 weeks out.
You can get in and out at the TA Loves and all that and be in and out and pay that little extra money and you'd be done.
Yep. Well, guys, we're pushing the 2-hour mark here. We're going to give it about another 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes, and we're probably going to cut her off here in a little bit. I got to get rolling tonight.
Yeah, that's why I had to get to Missouri because I'm like 11 hours away from Albuquerque, from New Mexico, from where we dropping off at, James. Like, I got to push it because I got 13 hours left of my 70.
Where'd you end up parking at?
At the TA in Missouri. About there before you come across, right there next to Joplin. That's a big TA hill.
Cuba, Missouri?
Yeah.
It's got an IHOP?
No, this one don't have IHOP. This one has it says Subway, so maybe.
You're not the Petro one, are you, in Joplin?
No, not the Joplin. No, I went 44, but still me going right. I went left on the red light.
Oh,
because it was to the right, but I went to the left because there's more parking downhill. And it's 200 spots, and it's all empty pretty much.
You went to one of the most shittiest ones there is, dude. You know that?
Did I really?
Yeah, be careful there, man. That's a kind of a shithole.
Yeah, I figure you looked on Lot 360.
Cheech says, I feel that Swift shop in Atlanta took 2 days to replace the sensor. Yeah, Atlanta, Ocala, and Greer are the shop. Actually, Greer's a great shop. They're just backed up.
The Atlanta one don't have no customer service.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
That one's terrible.
Mount Vernon at exit 56, I think, is TA. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's exit 44. No, yeah, it's exit 56. That's right, exit 56.
Well, here's the late bloomer that's been texting me. Good morning, all. Good morning, huh? Yeah, I sent you the link, and I guess you just forgot about it, but that's okay. You can get you the next one.
Where's Nick at? How's he doing?
Nick's doing good. He's training. He's driving right now.
So he got a student with him?
Put him in a coma. Yeah, he's got a student. He picked him up this afternoon. He's just getting started, so he told me
I'm positive.
we're going to be able to
Okay. I'm positive they let him do it because nobody was in there to get him signed on with the holidays.
That was all taken care of before the holiday, but that was done last week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, everything was
That's
already
good.
set. You got to make these, just like I said from the very beginning of the show, you got to make all these plans before the holiday comes, and especially your loads and stuff. Make sure you're booked out.
Yep.
Well,
I am.
Make sure you're booked out, and make sure it's a big box store like Walmart or something that's not going to cancel too.
Yep.
There's always cancellations during the holidays. Trust me. We don't want to work any more than they do on the holiday, but unfortunately, we still have to run and still make money.
Mm-hmm. When will you be though, James?
Aaron would be surprised if I just cut the show off right here now. He comes back and say, "Where'd you guys go to?" Probably about 6 in the morning, give or take. We got 665 miles left to go here. We're in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So
okay, yeah.
He's doing
They got good.
Huh?
They got a good CV shop up there.
Do they?
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably have him drive. He's got another 3 hours left on his clock. I'm gonna try and get him to drive another 2, and then that way I can stay consistent with 10 hours a day with him, and then I'll start driving and finish the drive out. He can do another 2 hours. It's another 100, 120 miles, and I can get it to close to the 550 mark. I can drive that all morning.
Is he a Top Gun or no?
He's a 4-weeker, but he should be a Top Gun. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. So here's a question for you, Michael Shelton.
Yes.
How's the new Volvo guy?
It's going good. I keep worrying. I keep hearing about all the potential problems that people seem to be having, so I'm a little nervous till we get some miles under it. But so far, I'm really happy with it.
I got 11.2 today on my Volvo.
Oh, I'm at my first tank. I was 8.77, and I'm at 9.5 today, or on this tank so far. But I had a lot of deadhead on this tank, so.
So, JC, give me a call tomorrow. I'll let you in on what I got working. I got another deal working with something, and you might want to be a part of it. William, call. You get dispatched, or are y'all on the? We're all on the load board. I think everybody here is on the load board. Yeah. I missed a comment here. Let me go back to this comment. You all think Swift will get rid of the balloon payments? No, I don't, because that's how they keep the truck payments so cheap. If they got rid of the balloon payments, they'd set up a system like SFI has, where the payment would be like $1,500 in a smaller balloon payment. So JC says, good, Mike. Congratulations, buddy. And he says he'll call me. And Alan, if you want to know the secret too, I'll tell you too when you call me tomorrow or tonight or whatever. You're parked for the night, right?
Yeah, I'm parked for the night. You can call me later after the show if you want. I'm gonna be up for a little bit.
I've got like 4 phone calls to make, so you might want to call me in the morning. And these are going to be long phone calls. Call me in the morning.
Oh, you call me. How about that?
You just call me when you get up, man. I'll be
All
up.
right, we do.
That sounds good.
Yeah, because I saw you coming on. I was like, dang, I want to try to go, but I was like, I can't do it right now. I'm driving. I got to get here.
Well, I told you yesterday what we were going to do.
Yeah, I know, but I had to get closer. I thought I was going to be where I was. I was supposed to get up at 5 this morning. I overslept. I was tired. I was exhausted. I'd already been here, but yeah, stuff happens.
You got it, buddy. You got to. The number one thing is you got to drive that truck. And that's what I always say. That's why.
Yep.
This show was canceled Saturday and Sunday, and why we're doing it on Memorial Day. I had to drive. I mean, I don't know if I told you, but I got a phenomenal week lined up.
Yeah, you told me. And you told me what you got after that, too, going back up to Kentucky or wherever.
Well, that's the load that I don't know if it's going to come in on the payroll. If I can get that load in on payroll, then I'll be at 10.5 is where I'll be. If not, I'll be at like 7,300. That's
still good, teaming.
So even if I don't get it, it starts me out with a new week with a banger. You know what I mean? It starts.
Exactly.
I'll have $1 week next week is what I'm looking at.
Right. Yeah, I have to do a reset in Albuquerque when I get there.
Next week, my student, or actually in 3 days, in 2 days, my student will have his 50 hours, and I've got no problems running team with him. And we'll fucking haul ass is what we'll do.
Have you ever thought about doing like you was gonna do with that other guy, but it didn't work out? Where you actually hire him or whatever and be?
Doesn't
No.
make sense. Doesn't make sense. The only way that works is in your situation where it's your wife.
Yeah, I know.
Same
Yep.
money in the house. Makes
Yep.
total sense. You and her, if you ran like I'm doing, and I'll teach you what I'm doing, and Nick will tell you too, because it's a little bit
Mhm.
different what you're doing as a solo driver. If you run like I am, you got no problems with, as long as she'll drive and as long as there's no issues, you got both clocks, you can do 10 to 12K every single week. Weekend,
That's what I thought.
week out, problems.
Y'all look at the mile. You all look at the dollars, and not the miles, pretty much.
I'll talk to you about it tomorrow, man. It'll be a lot easier if you get it that way. So JC says his bring home last week was 33.48. I did 41 last week with a student.
I done none because I was in the hole. Well, no, I done 51 last week. The last week right before I broke down.
So Burton B says I didn't sign up to train. I'm still kind of fresh myself. Any things I should look out for when I check out that 24 Kenworth? I mean, if they'll let you look at the service history, you might want to look into that and just see what's been done to it. But honestly, I don't really have any tips. Do you, James?
I would check the auto start. That was my biggest problem.
That's actually a good comment. Check that auto start. Make sure that thing works, especially coming into the summer months. You'll need that.
And check and make sure your refrigerator's working and your inverter. And I always the other thing is when I got my truck, it was November, but my bunk heater didn't work. So you can also check that to make sure that works. So it's ready to go.
Yeah, check all your buttons out. That's the biggest thing. Make sure everything works on that truck. Number one, more than anything, make sure the AC blows cold and the heater, like he said, in front and back, because it's two separate units. Make sure they're working properly.
Because you can blow cold in the front and hot in the back.
Yep.
Right.
It has happened.
And change. Okay, so you did pretty good. Average $2.63 a mile, even raised my maintenance account to 16 cents. That's a good thing. So I averaged about $2.17 a mile last week is what I did. This week it's going to be just a tad bit higher because I didn't run hardly any deadhead. I ran half the deadhead that I did last week, but I still did.
Me too.
A mile last week.
Mine was 225.
You're a winner if you're doing anything above $1.95 right now. Sorry, James, go ahead.
My deadhead for this week was like 320.
I think mine's at 322.
All right, so for the guys that are on the live, if you want to know what I got working, call me tomorrow. I got a couple phone calls to make tonight, but call me tomorrow and I'll give you all heads up on what I got going on if you're interested. And Alan, I'll tell you how to run with your wife too.
Yep.
Beast, check the hood latches. I have a 24 KW and my hood latches always coming. That's just a KW thing. My driver's side does the same thing. It's never actually come undone, but it rattles. Mikey, where are you going? Mikey.
It don't take that long to back in the hole.
Jenny Boo's looking for you. James, you look like you're wore out, buddy.
No, I'm just chilling.
Guys, believe it or not, we still have 51 people in here somehow. I don't know how, but we've done something right tonight.
Because I come on.
That's it.
They just want to see the ginger.
Yeah,
All right. Here's what we're going to do, guys. Please, once again, housekeeping. Like, comment, subscribe, please. Anybody has any questions about the load board, Swift, trucks, Michelle, me, Arizona, Chris, Michael Shelton, James Soul, Aaron Evans, Alan, anybody wants to know anything about anybody, please call me. I'll put you in contact with any of these guys. We'll get you boarded here with Swift, and we'll get you making some money, guys. TKLV, what's up, truckers? Hey, TLV, KLTV2. Nice to see you, buddy. Thanks for coming in. You're a new guy. I've never seen you before. Glad to have you in. Always glad to have the new guys. You might want to check the replay because we're getting ready to jump off here soon. Had some good conversations tonight. And as always, thanks to my fellas that come aboard. I have no idea where this guy. Oh, there's a space there. Okay. All right, you guys got any final comments y'all want to talk about before we go?
You want to pray? You want to pray when we get off here before we get off the live, like I done the last time, or no, James?
We can do that last.
Okay, I do it.
Joni, you got any comments or anything you want to talk about?
Not tonight.
Okay, Chris.
Nope.
Okay, Michael Shelton,
Nope, I'm good.
James Soule,
Nope, I'm good.
Aaron Evans.
He don't have his head.
Forward, Aaron
He
Evans.
might come back.
He don't even have his headphones on.
No,
Headset.
He's going to find out that we're goners. Go ahead, Alan. Lead us out, buddy.
Dear Heavenly Father, God, we thank you, God, for this time and fellowship, God. We thank you, God, for guidance and directing us, God, and keeping us safe on these highways and byways, God. We thank you, God, for this nation, God. Be with our president, God. Be with this leadership, God. Just be with us in everything we do, God. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
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 All right, guys. William, my phone number is rolling down there at the bottom of the screen. I'm the most accessible YouTuber on here. I've always said that, and it's also in the description of all the videos. 321-603-8118.
When we get off here, I'm going to get me some food. I'm hungry.
Amen and amen. I'm going to grab a snack before we hit the road. Everybody's saying amen. Yeah, Alan, I think that's a good idea. You need to make sure you're available for all the shows from here on out. You hear me?
Yep. I can do it.
I think everybody's appreciating the sermon at the end.
Hey, I do. Hey, it don't bother me one bit.
Actually, it's not a sermon. It's more of a prayer, like a final prayer.
Yeah. Final prayer.
What does Wildbeard call his?
I don't know.
Final thoughts or something? Chris?
I have no idea.
When I think final thoughts, I think of Jerry Springer because he always had final thoughts.
Yep.
True.
I like final prayer. I like that. I think that's good.
What y'all think about this NASCAR driver that just passed?
Golden Nugget. That's what it is. Golden Nugget. That's exactly what
Yep.
it is.
Going. Yep. Kyle Busch.
Yeah,
he
what
had-
y'all think about
He had a sinus infection that turned into pneumonia and then sepsis. Yeah.
Yep.
The thing is
Sad.
that he must have really waited to the last minute to get to the hospital.
Hey,
Guys,
he come back.
I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Kyle Busch just won a very, very major lawsuit with a pharmaceutical company because he almost got his legs amputated like 2 or 3 years ago from an accident, and it was some medications he gave. He won like, I don't know, don't quote me on the number, 20, 30 million something, and it just finalized. And for whatever reason, because of his pass away or some kind of stipulation, he's not getting the money, nor is his family. So there's more to that story that's what's being told.
Wow.
God don't say otherwise.
And that's true. What was you going to say? What'd you say, Alan?
I said God will say otherwise. You can't tell God what he's going to do with somebody's money when he passed away. God's going to give him that money.
He was a great person and a wonderful driver. Yeah, he was a good person. I've seen, and all these videos are starting to come out where he'd see people at a traffic light, and they'd have the M&M's hat on, where he stopped the driver and said, "Hey, let me sign your hat for you," and he signed the young lady's hat. And that was kind of cool. But as a driver, I know he was a dick to a lot of the other drivers. That, again, he was just another Dale Senior. That's how these guys, you have to have that mentality to succeed. And same thing with what we do, guys. You got to have that mentality to succeed. And Aaron, I got to tell you, I think that was 2/3 of your problem, other than just being on the wrong account. You were in the total dumps completely, and you needed something to raise you up. You got to have it up here, and you got to have it in your mind that you're going to succeed. Same thing with you, James. You had that a couple weeks ago where I was like, don't give up, dude. Get to the Southeast. I'm telling you, get there, you will make money. And you got to have that mentality, or it'll just eat you guys alive. It really will. You got a prayer on that, Alan? Because it's true.
No, it's the truth. I mean, you have to give God something to work with. If you believe, go to your church, tithe, give him something to work with, so he don't blow on your money.
Well, that's one thing I don't believe in is the tithe. I don't believe in that. I think.
Well, you can give it to a charity. Same thing. It could be anything.
So, buddy, I'm a walking charity to begin with. I give people money all the time. So, JC says Mr. Evans is in Iowa. He lost. What's that mean?
Oh yeah. I don't know. I'm assuming because I'm not normally over here on this side.
Where are you at now?
I'm in Iowa. I'm in I don't even remember the town. It's the Little Loves right when you first get into Iowa from Nebraska. I'm heading to Michigan to deliver a load, rolls of paper, and then I'm heading down to Indiana to go back towards Arizona.
So George Geddens is on here. What's going on, Alan? We met about 1.5 months ago at the TA. I parked next to you, and you told me about the channel. You remember him?
Yes, I do. All
right, guys. We're going to end on that. I appreciate all you guys. And Aaron, you didn't hear me say it, but I really do appreciate you guys coming into the channel. I know you have your own channel. And honestly, I think I'm gonna start posting your channel in the comments too. So guys, if you aren't subscribed to Aaron's channel, please subscribe to Aaron. He does his journey. He does a lot more videos than I do. I do more lives, but he puts out good content at least once a week, if not twice a week. From here on out, his channel will be on all mine, so you can access his channel right from my page, and I'll correct that when we're done. But
can you do a live where you broadcast on both channels?
I haven't figured that out yet because me and Nick are working on that. I got to call Life on 18 Wheels and ask him how he does that. That's my plan. So, Aaron, we can do that in the future once I figure that out. Okay. That way, you can get your little content. What it does, it helps build up your money content because YouTube can use it as commercials, and it builds. Have you gotten to the point yet where you starting to make money off of it yet?
No, but they've brought it to my attention.
Okay. Well, you need to sign up for that as soon as you can, because I'm literally between $100 and $200 a month now, and not that that's a lot of money, but still, every little bit counts. And as you get bigger and bigger, it helps out.
Oh yeah.
2 more comments, and we're going to roll on out of here. Good night, fellas. Be safe. Hey, JC, we'll talk tomorrow, buddy. And KLTV, StreamYard will. Yeah, I know they'll allow it. I just haven't taken the time to figure it. Guys, I got more things on my plate that I want to take care of, and sometimes I just don't have enough time. But I'll get to it. We'll get you on there. All right, guys. You got any last comments?
Brain fart.
I had a brain fart. Aaron, I'm sorry. You have any final thoughts? I was calling you Pinky, but you have any final thoughts?
You can call me Pinky. It's fine. No, I mean, I nothing on my end besides it's looking good being over here at Swift. So if you guys
go check his channel out, guys. Please subscribe.
I'll be dropping a video probably in the next couple of days, and then I'll make sure I add your video, your channel on my stuff too. So
it's all good. We'll cross share and cross information like we always do.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys. Everybody have a good night and appreciate you guys. And anybody that I've told to call, I'll call you, and you guys, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
No, we'll do.
Right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.